We're gonna get into the good shit. Or as I like to call it, the end game for children in the 90s. Oh, there's all the pictures of Miles. Sad Miles. Happy Miles.
That looks like we're confused.
Yeah. Look, Nexus is dancing. Dungeon. Where is it? This one. It's just an edit that I made that I love. Because I made him look so happy.
He looks like he's being a crackhead.
It kind of does, yeah. Here's a sketch that I made of my significant other's circle back in the day. I haven't finished it. Thank you. Did I ever show you the artwork of him that Lily made?
No.
Oh, I forgot that we were actually streaming. Oops. Hello everybody. We're playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I should probably open the program now. Sonic Adventure DX. Now I need to... I forgot that characters yell out Sega when I open the program. Let me just let this load. Let's see, where's the game capture? There it is. If I click any of these, they will show up. Sonic Adventure. Hey, Jack. Oh, funny enough, yeah, your chat can actually show up on the screen. When you go into play Imagine, it's April, by the way. Also, what do you think about the new art I did? I love the art. Sorry I didn't message because I was busy setting this up. Imagine, I'm gonna set up a account sometime soon. Also, why isn't this thing working? Well, let me just let it play out a little bit. Okay, there we go, it's working now. Let's get back into the program. Oh, yeah, this is happening. So, Miles, have you ever seen anything related to this game before?
Nope.
Okay, so this is your first time.
I have basically very minimal knowledge on Sonic in general, so.
Oh boy! Get ready for the most 90s opening ever, with the most 90s music ever. Starting with the entire town getting flooded. Sonic Adventure. Also, for those of you that are interested, I am playing the Steam version of Sonic Adventure, and I'm using the, I forget the mod that I'm using! But it's basically a mod that changes all of the models from the GameCube DX version to the Dreamcast version. So we're getting better model quality. Speaking of model quality, a giant lizard. Isn't this just incredibly edgy?
Yeah, look. Revan's here.
Oh, hey, Revan. You're in the middle of a live stream. Hello.
Hello, this is Revan live on the street.
Yeah, don't yell. I will turn you down.
I didn't mean to yell, sorry.
Okay.
We are live here on the street, and I can tell you the weather and situations that happens in front of me.
A giant water lizard is in front of us.
No, it's clean weather, it's dark, and rocky.
Not the way I'm looking at it.
What the hell are you looking at?
I'm looking at the entire town being destroyed by a water demon. Anyways, that was Sonic Adventure's opening. All right.
What are you actually playing?
We're playing Sonic Adventure.
One?
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 1.
Oh.
And I need to turn Ribbon down because he is incredibly loud.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's my settings. There we go. That's good.
Go back to doing your job, Revan.
How dare you be loud, Ribbon? Well, it's a good thing Revan was here. I have two save files right here. One from 2022 and one from 2023. This was when me and Revan were doing our failed Let's Play back in the day. That didn't actually go through because I had too many things to record and I had to drop something.
Uh-huh. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be Tails.
Sonic, you better stop what you're doing.
If anyone's gonna be Tails, it's Miles. He's the one that actually is named after him.
Well, unintentionally.
True.
Fine, as long as I can be Eggman then.
You can be big and you'll like it because he's purple.
Who's Are you talking that I am Dr. Eggman because I'm big, or
No, you're big.
No, that's literally the name of the character.
I like how he didn't even, like, grasp it either. Anyways, so yeah, we have 6 playable characters in the game. We have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy,
Oh,
and
that's
2
fun.
new characters. We have Big and a giant robot named Y. I know it's Gamma, but we're just gonna call him Y for now.
isn't this? Are you talking about the robot that's with Rouge and Shadow?
No, that's a little farther in the lore of Sonic. Anyways, we're gonna start as Sonic the Hedgehog because we only have Sonic as an option. So let's get him!
Alright.
Oh yeah!
I'm guessing you actually have to unlock it.
Yeah. This game has a open-ended story where you follow the individual tales of each character. So we go through Sonic's perspective of the game's storyline.
Your tails flew off. We gotta chase.
We gotta go after the tails. This leads to some interesting perspectives because Sonic's story, I believe, starts a little ways into, like, 25% into the story. Whereas,
Oh,
like,
that's
characters
a
like
bit
Gamma
fun.
and I think Knuckles start earlier on.
Yeah.
Also, get ready for the narmy 90s voice acting that I absolutely love and treasure. Especially with this scene. Listen to the humans, they sound absolutely ridiculous.
Is tails gonna turn into a tail sandwich?
You are completely surrounded. Surrender yourself.
We're going to go against this giant demon! Oh, this game actually has a rumble feature. I gotta turn that off.
I have my controller between my legs. My legs goes brrrr.
What's that? Gunshots? That wasn't in the GameCube version. Yeah, one of the things that the mod gives me is the inclusion of sound effects and textures that were pretty much removed from the GameCube version. And before you ask, why don't I just play the base game on Steam and not purchase the DX DLC, which DX was the GameCube version of the game. Well, that's because even if I don't purchase it, you still get the DX models and DX textures, so...
Shut up, nerd.
Yeah, fuck you, Sega says. You're not getting any of the textures that you probably liked whatsoever. Anyways, this is Chaos Zero. He's the enemy of the game. Pretty easy boss fight. This is basically just a tutorial for how Sonic works in the game. Evidenced by the fact that you can beat it in like 28 seconds.
I gotta be honest, Vietnam flashbacks to what's happening in the game. And I'm like, oh.
Is there a reason why you didn't grab the other rings, or?
Not really a point. Well, actually, there is a point. Well, if you want the real answer, it's just because I wasn't going to get hit. But that is a good thing to bring up. You get rings in the game. And, come on, you big drip, where you going? Love that line. You use the rings as currency to buy stuff for chows. This is the first game that introduced chows.
Huh.
I hope you like Tamagotchi and Digimon because it's basically the same thing.
Is it minis?
You could make minis of the characters.
No. I mean, when I say minis, I'm surprised I never explained this to you. When I say minis, I just imagine like Minions or Jack
Oh.
Frost or anything like that, where they're small and multiply like crazy.
I mean, they're very easy to breed, I guess. Oh my gosh, Sonic has brown eyes, has brown eyelids. This is the worst game ever.
Sonic has emerald green, and that's why Shadow has a green emerald to control Sonic.
I'll be real with you, I thought that was some dialogue from the game, and I was like, who is this sped talking currently?
Tails, Reverend just has that, like, 90s Narmy energy with his voice acting.
Yay!
I mean, did you hear our trailer that I uploaded yesterday? It kind of gives off that energy. Hello, lady.
Bruh.
You say my voice acting is from the 90s?
That's a compliment. Mr. Sonic, please go see if you can save him. This game has an open world. You can actually go around, talk to NPCs, and travel through the city.
Sonic in water? What?
Also, yeah,
Oh
he
my
can
God,
go
it's
into
like
water, but he
Sonic
can't swim.
06. We gotta play it.
Guess what happens if we stay in the water for over
Okay.
a couple seconds? Yeah, let's show that off. Hello, lady.
I'm 15.
If he spins fast enough, can he create a whirlpool?
Apparently not, but we can't talk to her.
There's the music.
Yeah, the classic music. Also, this is this is a kid that I just spin dashed into. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. I give you all the tutorials. Don't ever talk to me because this game is really simple.
Oh, Spirit, I was thinking about something. I want you and I to only play Resident Evil 3 for me, like the first original OG.
Okay. So this is the first stage in the game, and I already died. And that's what happens when you spin dash in places you're not supposed to. But seriously, this is Emerald Coast.
So I don't know why, but there's an extreme amount of frame loss.
Oh, are you losing like a lot of frames on your screen share?
Yeah, there was.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna happen sometimes because I don't know if you guys know this, but Sonic is very fast. It's a very fast game. So we're gonna bound to lose some frames and some quality every now and then, especially with my stream settings. But basically, this is like one of the best early game Sonic stages because it's very, very open-ended. And there are just many places where you can just spin dash to just constantly go, or just fall off of the loop. Okay, note to self, don't let go of the control stick when you're going through the loop. But yeah, the spin dash... What was that, Ruben?
When are you gonna get chased by the giant truck?
We're not gonna get chased by a giant truck, but we are gonna get chased by a giant whale.
Wait, that happens in Adventure?
Yep. We're just getting chased
What
by a
is it?
giant killer whale.
Why did this turn into Temple Run?
Are you telling me Sonic 06 is like a
Okay, can I do this?
remastered failure of Sonic Adventure 1?
In a way, yes. Alright, so there's a little incline here that I could take, I believe. Oh,
Because
I think it's right here.
all I hear is missing is...
There we go. Okay, damn it. Alright, I've never done this trick before, but if you do this at a certain spot, you can spin dash all the way up the hill to skip this entire jumping puzzle. But I can't do that.
Oh my god, I just realized something, Spirit.
What is it?
Every silver character who
Ooh,
has...
I didn't know that was there.
Like, anything that has silver on them, right?
Yeah.
Is a failure of a character in Japanese video game.
I like Silver. He's cool.
No. Silver.
The only reason they would be considered a failure of a character is because they didn't do anything with them.
Yeah. Well, with the game that he's from, specifically.
Yeah,
I know in,
I didn't even know he was from a game, I'll be honest with you.
Spirit.
What?
Character with silver feature.
Oh, listen, Reverend, we're talking about Sonic, and you mentioned a character Silver. That's Silver. There's a character named Silver, so you got to be more specific.
I know.
Yeah.
Characters with silver feature.
Okay. Well, what about characters with silver features?
They always
What?
failure.
Sephiroth.
Characters with silver
Okay,
features.
fine.
What does that mean exactly? What does that mean exactly?
Raiden. I was thinking of Raiden specifically.
I can't do it. So you might be noticing that I am utilizing the spin dash a lot. That's because the spin dash is probably the best feature in Sonic Adventure. This is probably the best iteration of spin dash. Also, speaking of iterations of this game, you get this little Navi fairy telling you certain tutorials about things in the game.
I just realized something.
Okay, don't use spin dash when you're in a loop. That's another thing I just learned.
Spirit.
What is it?
Can't you change your name on your YouTube channel and live streams and all that?
casually finds Tails and then casually just starts posing on him for no reason.
And then just stops posing.
I want you to call yourself Teacher Spirit because you explain everything you does in every video game.
Well, that's because, you know, it's good to know what I'm doing. Unless it's a game that I'm replaying. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll replay Persona 2 at some point.
It's just funny because it kind of sounds like you're just like teachable. It's like, look, class, this is the way I'm using that. It's the most effective way. As you see, class, in Final Fantasy VII, using flame is the most powerful one. Electricity is good too, but you should always avoid.
I have the strangest urge to just throw Revan into space. I don't know why.
because
I get that when I see him.
Yeah. Let's wait until Sonic Adventure 2. We can do that then. Also, Tails just randomly has the Chaos Emerald with him. You know, one of the gems of unlimited power.
Yeah, alright.
Wasn't there an episode of Sonic X that was based off of the video game Sonic Adventure? Yeah, Sonic X has 3 arcs that are based off of 3 of the games. I think Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Battle. And funnily enough, in the Sonic Adventure 2 arc, you know, the final battle with Sonic and Shadow, they actually play Live and Learn. One of the best songs in Sonic, in my opinion.
And live and let die.
Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. This fucking camera. What the? Sonic? What? What the? Sonic, what are you doing?
You know I'm gonna say this from now on every
Oh my
time
gosh!
you do it.
If you press the R1 button, Sonic just does a random dialogue line.
Cool. But every time you say like,
Hey, bitty, hey, bitty, hey, bitty.
like explaining anything, I'm gonna be like, okay, teacher.
So you could talk to random NPCs all throughout the overworld to get some clues about what you need to do, what's going on around the world itself. Dialogue actually does change as you progress through the story. Some of these NPCs actually have their own tiny little arcs if you want to be invested in them. I believe this guy here owns this place. This woman sells newspapers. And there's a random love story on the other side of town about a woman who's in love with a burger. Anyways.
As you see, viewers, if you press the forward button, you go forward.
No, Reverend, you have to say it in a female voice. Take the train to the Mystic Ruins.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So if you press the A button, you will jump. As you see here, jump.
You gotta press the circle button to glide. Wow, the loading screens take really... They're very small. I'm happy about that.
I can hear Spirit's eyebrow like twitching, annoyed at me.
You also have to keep in mind, like, what are they exactly they're loading? It's not much.
Very true. And then he's actually just an egg.
It's dark.
So, fun fact about Dr. Eggman's name. In Japan, he was always known as Eggman. The American translations gave him a new name, Dr. Robotnik. And that stuck around until Sonic Adventure, where they just started referring him to Eggman in the US version.
Huh.
So retroactively, his name changed thanks to the US version. He is now Dr. Ivo Robotnik, canon-wise, but everyone just refers to him as Eggman as a joking name. But I think the logistical reason is that why he calls himself Eggman is just that he wanted to show Sonic that he doesn't care. So he just stuck with the joke.
Actually, I'm gonna pull the active on. Robotnik is Eggman's grandfather.
Yeah, I don't know what the Japanese name for his grandfather was. Although I think at that point...
No. They switched, like they said, Robotnik.
Alright, let's see if I could do this in this version.
Eggman's grandfather. That's what they said.
There we go. Alright, I killed him in one hit. Yeah, so if you spam the homing attack button, you could just kill him in one hit.
So wait, so what was his name again? Would you say it was Robotnik? It was something Robotnik?
Yeah, Ivo Robotnik was the name that he was given in America.
And then when
Okay.
they changed the name, they changed the character too to say that it's Robotnik's grandson.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Robotnik's grandfather wasn't a character until Sonic Adventure 2.
Eggman's grandfather.
Yes.
Yeah, Robotnik is Eggman's grandfather.
Oh, you're just being pedantic at this point.
Oh, you mean, his name Gerald or something like that?
Gerald, yeah, that was his grandfather's name.
Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald Robotnik. But the point is, in Japan, he was always called Dr. Eggman. It wasn't until Sonic Adventure where they basically just meld the two names together. So from now on, in both America, Europe, and Japan, he is Dr. Ivor Robotnik with the nickname Dr. Eggman.
The Eggman name seems to be an heirloom at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. It's stuck by.
That's it, I'm getting to my fucking computer.
I remember
Somehow Sonic
getting...
is still alive through all this nonsense.
It's funny because Sonic references the fact that all these events happen. He's been 15 years old for like over 20 years.
I mean, when he fights the grandfather and the grandson, I'm not sure.
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So it's up to us to get the emeralds before.
I don't know why this old music reminds me so much of Legends of Dragoon.
Yeah, you're gonna notice that Sonic Adventure's OST is very 90s in the way it's composed. There's a lot of jazz, a lot of synth, and a lot of car noises because I can hear the car noises in the background, Revan. Sounds like we're actually going through Windy Valley at the moment. Anyways, the main plot of Sonic Adventure at this point in Sonic's story is Eggman unsealed a water demon. He evolves through Chaos Emeralds. We get Chaos Emeralds. We beat Water Monster. The end. So
Surprisingly, I pretty much picked up on that.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's just as the tablets for Turtle. Okay, so it's the classic trope of dude found some weird ancient magic bullshit that he shouldn't have, and apparently now he's touching things that he shouldn't have again.
oh man, Eggman is touching things again.
Spirit, you want me to leave it all and then come back with my
Damn.
PC?
Yeah, I think that would be nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can just edit that.
Well, no, I like your conversations, Revan. Don't be a don't be a dipshit. I love you, Revan.
No, I'm just saying, I'm glad you say it's too much Carnos, because then I'm like, oh, I'm home in like 5 minutes anyway.
Well, it got bad after a certain point. That's the thing. I remember getting Sonic Advance just for the feature. Oh, you mean for the Chow Garden feature? Yeah. There was this weird, like, peripheral attached to one of the Game Boy Advance games, Sonic Advance, where if you use a cable, plug it into your GameCube, and you play both Sonic Advance and Sonic DX at the same time, you can unlock a special Chow on Sonic Advance, and then transfer it to Sonic Adventure.
You know, I was always curious on those trampolines. I wonder what happens if you spin dash on top of one. Will you just launch you faster?
I'm kind of scared to try. But that's an interesting thing about the spin dash that I was getting into earlier. The spin dash is very... I want to say broken in, like, the nicest way possible. The spin dash allows you to perform a lot of really cool acts that I don't think the developers were intending. Like, there's such a thing as spin dash jumping, where if you spin dash and then... don't use the spin dash on the loops. Forgot about that. If you use the spin dash and then jump at the right moment where you have the most momentum. Well, I mean, he is the Knight of the Wind, after all. That's a reference you won't get until later. But yeah, you can, like, do some serious jumps with spin dash jumping. It's really crazy. It's gonna get even crazier once we get to Tails' story, where we can pretty much skip this entire level. Why do I keep doing that? Whoa, what the fuck? It saved me, and then it killed me. Yeah, so, again, Spin Dash, really OP, really broken, and emphasis on the word broken. A lot of people say that Sonic Adventure is probably, like, the best 3D Sonic game, just for the momentum and the speed that you can get from the game. I agree with that.
My eyes.
Oh, yeah, it should be said that if you're not used to the speed of Sonic games, this game is really gonna hurt you.
I'm just trying to process what's going on. I'm just like, what the fuck did I just witness?
Yeah, that level just felt like a fever dream, didn't it? Just going through the
No,
entire...
not even that. I was following along, but I felt like I was getting jet lag.
Yeah, the Sonic games do that to you.
Station Square will be departing soon.
Oh, so that voice just told us, we need to go back to Station Square. This game really does a good job, not just with this Navi Fairy,
Go to Station Square. You may find something.
but also with the NPCs. They tell you exactly where you need to go. For the most part, you'll never really get lost, unless you stop playing the game for a couple of months and then don't come back to it, and then completely forget about the entire story. Like what Revan usually does when he plays his games. Looks like we can't go through that entrance. We need to find a way to get another Chaos Emerald. What do you gotta say about this, Navi?
Somewhere in the city where you can go down into the sewer.
Oh my gosh, did you just see Sonic's pupils?
Yeah, they're like, trying to follow it.
Yeah, they were doing like slot machine motions. Also, like his left pupil wasn't moving after his right pupil was moving.
There's no cop cars there anymore.
Oh yeah. I believe the reason why the cop cars were here was because, there was an accident in this area. Hey, look, it's the area where we fought Chaos. Again, I like the fact that the game has these areas, an actual overworld. Speaking of which, let's do something fun before we progress with the plot. We have this little egg here. And if you look into this shop right here, we have this golden egg. Now, Sonic doesn't have any money, so he can't purchase it. And the second we try to take the egg, he is locked in here. What do you have to say about this guy?
Hi, Sonic, come on in. I saw you fighting that monster. I hate to think what would have happened to this town if you weren't here. We feel safe when you're here. Yeah, it's good, buddy. Let me just, casually just perform robbery on your town. I'm gonna take this egg from you, and you're none of the wiser.
I can't believe that actually works.
I'm guessing the other one was just a rock.
Yeah, it was just a rock.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
So if we take this golden egg to this elevator over here, which the front counter guy mentioned, this is the entrance to the Chow Garden.
This is the Chow Garden.
Thank you.
If you bring the eggs you find all over the world, a Chow will be born.
I don't think that tutorial was in the GameCube version. But anyways, yeah, this is the Chow Garden. The first ever time we get Chows in the game. And these are the basic Chow eggs. Now, have you seen anything related to the Chows?
No.
Alright, so
not
you...
really, other than seeing them in the shows.
So basically... egg?
It
Okay, I think there's a graphical error there. I don't know why that happened. It was supposed to be
Yeah,
the egg
they look like
hatching.
pretty much they show pretty much exactly as I imagined them to look like.
Yeah, so this Chow is a bit angry for some reason. So Chows have a very complicated mechanic. Basically think Tamagotchis mixed with Digimon mixed with Monster Rancher. These are the monster raising mechanics of the game. That's right, Sonic Adventure has monster raising mechanics.
If you give a Chow a small animal, the Chow changes. Try experimenting using different animals.
Yeah, so throughout the stages, we'll be acquiring animals from robots that we kill. And if we bring the animals. If we bring the animals to the Chow Garden, we can feed the Chows these animals. The Chow will then gain special traits of the animals, like maybe they'll grow feathers, maybe they'll grow wings and stuff. And they'll also gain extra stats. As you see, Chows have their own stats. They have swim, fly, run, power, and stamina.
They gain stamina through eating. If we rock these trees a little bit, we can drop some of the fruit and then feed it to the Chow. Basically, you raise the Chow, they get stronger, and then you can do special mini games. I think I just spin dashed right into our Chow. Where did it go? Where did it? We send it to the 5th dimension. Oh, there you are, buddy. Can I move the camera, please? There we go. Oh, we made it cry. Oh no, we spin dashed into it and we made it cry. There we go, buddy. It's okay. Yeah. You have to care for
It's
your
not angry.
Chow.
It's not angry anymore.
True, but it looks like he's kind of crying, and I feel bad.
Now he's angry again.
Yeah, now he's ingy. I'm just petting him right here. But yeah, you can take care of your Chow, you can raise their stats, and you can take them to this store over here, which has special mini games. You can either race, swim, or, you know, etc., etc. This is the black market. Yes, there is a casual black
And
market.
it says it. Run by a Chow.
Yep. A Chow and a Cthulhu creature. You use your rings that you collect throughout the game to purchase special items for your Chows. At the moment we have basic fruits that raise certain stats, a mushroom, but as time goes on, I believe with the amount of emblems that we collect, we can purchase more stuff like accessories to add to our Chow. Some rare items, as you mentioned. And yes, Tikal, I know. This over here, I believe, is a transfer device that you can use with Chow. Also, for people who know, that is, I believe, a Dreamcast peripheral that it's based off of, which is why it looks like a game device. If we pick up our Chow... Oh!
Your other one's hatched too.
Look at that! They hatched! How?
And there's swimming.
How did you... You guys are dying! Here, I'm gonna save you because you're gold, and I don't care about this one over here. There we go. I'm gonna call you... Nexus. Because you're jiggly. I know Nexus isn't jiggly, but I'm gonna name him that anyways. So if we bring our Chow over here to this peripheral, we can either name the Chow or we can say goodbye to them. I'm gonna name this little guy. And as you can see, we have a lot of options apparently.
Boy.
There's a lot you can do with Chows. I can't believe Sega added a whole monster racing minigame into Sonic the Hedgehog. But you know what? It works because Chows are really, really popular. Also, I'm going to show this off once, but I'm not actually going to make him go goodbye. If you press goodbye, you get this really sad music. You get this really sad music and a picture of a Chow. That always made me sad every time I accidentally press it as a kid. I'm an empath, I care about my Chow. Even though they just yeet the Chow out when you're done with it. So here we have little baby Nexus. Look at him, he's so happy.
I'm not happy.
He's so happy and jiggly. Look at how he just jiggles all over the place. Nexus has jiggle physics. Anyways, I would name one Revan, but I'm probably not going to do the Chow Garden in this playthrough because it takes a really long time to raise
That's the thing they do in the background.
Yeah, it's a thing you do in the background when you're playing through the main game, or if you want to 100% the game, as in get all the emblems. I am probably going to do that as like an extra later on, but for now I just want to go through the story with Miles. I want to go find my buddy Miles and have him repair my plane. So anyways, as the floating spirit in our head mentioned, we need to go to the sewers because we're going to find something interesting there. And no, it's not Hershey's Kisses. It's shoes! You know, wouldn't you just...
We totally weren't already wearing.
Now you've got light speed shoes.
No, because these shoes have a yellow dot in them.
Once
It makes
Right.
all the difference.
button and you can do the light speed dash. The light speed dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just
Spirit?
about anywhere.
What's up?
Professor Gerald Robotnik
Oh my gosh,
is
she's...
a character that appears in Sonic the Hedgehog series. He was a human scientist and
Hold
the
on,
grandfather
hold on,
of-
buddy. You're spoiling stuff that we're gonna learn in a later game.
So yeah.
In other words, Revan, shut up.
Wait, what are you even implying, Revan? I didn't say that he wasn't
Eggman's grandfather.
That's
So
what
let me
I
just
was
casually
thinking.
pick up this
Arr,
guy and take him over there with me.
And you, I'd be
What?
like, yeah, Dr. Robotnik.
Casually kidnap a guy.
Aaron, this is what I think of you.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Do it again.
Okay, fine.
Holy shit.
Alright, let's reenact this.
And
This looks incredibly awkward. This is what I think of you, Revan. So for context, that's a statue, by the way.
Oh.
Even though it shares the exact same model as this guy over here.
Difference is this hat one bounces, that one doesn't.
Yeah.
how does the statue bounce when the human doesn't?
You don't
Right,
want to
no,
know.
Human autonomy, right? Humans bounce a lot.
So, as the fairy in our head mentioned, we've gained the Lightspeed Dash, which allows us to follow a trail of rings when we charge it up. So if we make these trail of rings right here, and then we open this door over here, we can make it to the door! Yeah! And get a new upgrade.
Penis enlarged.
A stylish ring.
This is the crystal ring. This reduces the time needed to store power for the Lightspeed Dash.
Well, isn't that convenient? I wish I had that in the beginning.
Neat.
I have one bracelet. One.
That's so 90s.
That's so cool.
The train headed for the Mystic Range.
How many bracelets did you have when you were a kid?
I wasn't really a bracelet kid, so not many. Unless you count the
I-
gold bracelets that my dad got me when I was a baby.
I never questioned anything, so if my aunt was like, hey, Revan, you
was
should try
that
this
point?
because this is hip and cool, I'd be like, okay.
So I just realized this, but couldn't you use that to potentially farm rings?
I mean, huh. Yeah, I guess you could have.
Hey, that's what I am.
Anyways, welcome to Casinopolis, or Casinopolis, as Amy
Wait,
mentions
Spirit.
it in a later game.
Spirit, I found myself in the game.
Try and deposit
Go back.
as many
Go
Go back.
rings as you
Go,
can.
go back.
It may even help show you the
But
way.
Sonic wants to show off one thing.
Yeah, but go back. Go
Alright,
back.
well, let me show this off. There's a Chaos Emerald up here, and we need to get up there. Unfortunately, there's no way to get up there. Unless we get a bunch of rings and pile them up in this little bank. So we need to accumulate at least 400 rings in this stage.
Okay, go back.
This is gonna take a while.
So, wait, where did you want me to look at?
Go back.
Over here?
Yeah, there I am.
Well, where?
Look a little. Go back a little bit. Or go that direction.
Like this direction?
This direction in front of the staircase, right?
Okay.
And then turn the camera to there, and look up, and there you find me.
Wait, where is it? Where?
Look, there I am.
Wait, where are you?
Slut.
Shut up! Shut up! Anyways, to ignore that, let's go with something even more awkward than that. We're gonna go to the bathroom.
Revan.
Man, this is a long day. Let me just take a random shower in the middle of a casino.
Yeah, so you could just watch Sonic take a shower. I can't actually move until he's finished with the shower, by the way. There we go.
That's funny. That's like GTA Online censoring.
Yeah, I love the little Easter eggs you can get in this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so the name of this stage is to collect at least 300 to 400 rings. You can accumulate them either through those little slots, or you can play the slots. Well, technically these are pinball stages. You go through either a different Sega reference, or you go through a Sonic pinball over here. We're gonna go with Sonic pinball.
What
Actually.
is with Sonic games and gambling?
I don't know. It's been all the way back since the first game, where they had an entire stage dedicated to grinding, or grinding.
I-
You know what I mean?
I love these games.
Yeah, pinball.
Pinball.
I mean, Sonic had a.
Awesome.
You know, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Tails, next time I'm using you as the pinball.
No, you don't, Sonic.
But Tails, you're invincible. You can literally survive against everything.
Given time itself. You don't know how many times I've seen the universe collapse on itself and then be
Sonic, I'm a
reborn.
Time Lord.
I've seen you live and die multiple times, and every time you die, it's after you kiss that princess. I don't know why I turned Tails into Carl.
I like talking about fucking Time Lord and all that shit. I forgot how confusing that fucking time episode of Ben 10 was with when he's a teenager.
Oh, you mean the one where they introduced Dr. Paradox?
Yeah,
I
Paradox,
actually
yeah.
remember that, yeah. That was a good episode, though.
Yeah, but that was so confusing because I remember.
Oh, I've never completed that before! Oh my gosh, that's what happens when you do that.
My little fragile brain couldn't like understand anything that happened. Like Kevin turned old Paradox.
Oh, bullshit!
I can fix that.
So we're actually gonna fail this. If you accumulate 100 rings in these slots, or pinballs, you go back to the beginning of the stage. You know, you go to the bank and then you can deposit it all. But if you get less than 100 and you lose all of your balls, well, I mean, first you become a eunuch. And second off, you end up in the sewer section. This is where the actual level is at. We're just gonna skip
kinda
all
fun,
those
yeah.
enemies right there. Yep, there we go. This is actually probably the best place to accumulate rings as fast as possible in this stage. You know, granted you don't lose them by hitting a random spike ball that will be showing up later on. I'm gonna try to accumulate
You're
as...
missing all of that.
I'm not getting most of the rings in this place. I'm showing off the other slots. Or the other pinballs. I keep calling it slots. Damn it, Reverend. Why did it say slots at the front of that sign when it's not actually the slots?
Well, because there's a slot machine inside the pinball machine.
You win this round, Miles, in your logic.
Can I
Which is
say
probably
actually
what
my
Sonic says to Miles.
favorite Sonic game is?
Oh, which one is that?
It's the one with the aliens.
Yeah,
when
shake
you
off that
use
gunk.
aliens as the boosters, kind of.
Oh, you mean Sonic Colors?
But for the DS specifically.
Oh, okay. I've heard that version isn't bad.
No, it's actually really good because it's like the original Sonic just with bonuses.
Yeah.
So it's a side-scrolling kind of deal.
It's like Sonic Rush, but with the Sonic Colors mechanics. Anyways, I love this. Oh my gosh, maybe this was a good idea.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Try
That
and
always
deposit
looks
as
like a
many
move.
rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
You know, Tails, the logistics of this is kind of worrying on me. Where do I keep all these rings anyways?
Oh, I hate them.
Anyways, welcome to Knights. So,
Absolutely not a restraint.
a bit of lore for my channel. I actually played Nights into Dreams. Son of a bitch. I played Nights into Dreams, like 2 years ago on Christmas, for my channel. And this is one of my favorite games of all time for the Xbox. I remember playing this game every single Christmas because it's actually a Christmas game. What the fuck? Okay, apparently Nights doesn't like me because I didn't play Nights into Dreams last year.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, who are these machines made for?
Shh.
Because either
Mm-hmm.
you like Sonic just walked in the wrong door, you know, because.
Okay,
it's
I actually want to show...
meant to be-
Fuck! I wanted to show off that slots, damn it! I had the worst luck there! Alright, I'm not gonna go back to show it off, but that slot reel has a lot of really cool references to Nights into Dreams. If you accumulate enough points, you can get into a secondary section of the slots, or of the pinball! Pinball! You go to a secondary section where you can collect even more cards, and eventually you'll find Knights in the middle of a map section that was actually in Nights into Dreams, which makes me question whether or not Knights is canon to the Sonic lore.
Probably not.
I maybe.
Question mark.
Well, because Knights is a character who is associated with dreams. And like we've
We just imagine it like Catherine in Persona or Shinigami Tensei.
Okay, so technically in the same universe, but never interacting.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we accumulated 263 rings, so we have enough to go get that Chaos Emerald.
Oh, that's it.
Any extras you'll get to keep. You can potentially farm a lot.
Oh yeah, you can get 999 rings before after you finish the whole bank situation. Cause like the thing is, I have 270 rings. I'm not gonna keep the extra. It's gonna just unload all of it once I get to this portion right here. That's honestly the main issue. Like, especially when you go. There are extra missions that you can do for these stages, and I believe one of them for the A rank mission for Casinopolis is accumulate 999 rings before the stage ends. And in order to do that, you need to, you know, form a hill with your rings to get the Chaos Emerald, and then you need to go farm for 999 rings after that. Before you get the Chaos Emerald. It's a little crazy.
I feel like they were kind of too nice with those how little emeralds you actually needed for, or rings you needed for that emerald, but...
I have a question. Was the Chow Garden feature a thing in Sonic Advance 3, or was it removed? I don't remember, because I never really dabbled in the Chow Garden with Sonic Advance. That was one of the few things I kind of wish that I wanted to do, but never did.
Oh no, you don't. Oh, I like that.
Where did that gas come from? Maybe I don't want the answer to that.
It
no.
was something I saw that made me die laughing.
Oh man.
You know those?
What happened to
Do you
that
know how those
emerald we just
T-Rex suits work?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw it was a woman who was spraying
the other
fart,
ones say
fart
Magpie must
spray
be
into the fucking air vent.
Oh, gosh.
And you just hear the guy like.
That's what she said, Tails.
Sonic, I'm 8 years old.
Actually, I'm 5.
Ooh, look at that. We can. No. He is like. Actually, I think he's 11.
He's 10.
Oh wow, you're right, Miles. We could just farm rings if we really wanted to.
Sonic
Whoop,
is.
whoop.
Amy is 12.
Yes.
Sonic is 15.
Sonic is like 16.
15.
16.
Like, it's incredibly easy just to farm rings. I mean, you don't even have to do anything. You like, just jump on button, charge, dash, step on button.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Although I feel like it's more lucrative to play through stages because you get animals by doing that. So you're basically like farming two things at the same time.
But yeah, Sonic
Yeah,
Colors
but
on.
I'm just saying, if you really needed to, you could.
True.
Sonic on the DS or Sonic Color on DS is just side-scrolling original Sonic, but with aliens.
Yes. You know, as soon as you said the Alien game, my mind gravitated towards Shadow the Hedgehog, and I was really gonna question you there.
I mean, if Shadow the Hedgehog existed to DS, I would probably have played it because my aunt was emulating games when I was younger.
Yeah. Also, it seems like a game you'd probably play.
I remember actually someone in the family.
I can't. Okay, so that is ice. I couldn't tell if that was ice or some weird ass crystals.
Yeah.
And you should be able to crack them.
Anyways, welcome to Ice Cap, a stage that was actually in Sonic 3. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Which is a good indicator to where we are at the moment.
Hey, that's my
Use an
home.
icicle and jump. You should
Alright,
be able to
so
jump backwards.
it's been like
You'll see
20 years since I've actually played through this portion of the stage because I usually like to skip this portion, but as I found out when I was doing that failed Let's Play with Revan, I can't actually skip it in this port. Yeah, usually what I would do, if I could move the camera, I can't. I move all the way up to that hill over there, and there's a little panel, as you see at the top right here, there's a panel. Oh, I can look. Yeah, I bounce on that panel, takes me to that panel, takes me to this panel, and I think it automatically takes me right here, so I could like skip 50 seconds of this stage. I can't do that in this port.
Yeah,
Makes me angry.
the camera is really bad.
Oh, yeah. I will never say that Sonic Adventure's camera is good. Oh. I couldn't do the skip. Yeah, you could do a lot of skips in this game with the spin dash. I am not very good at the skips, unfortunately. It also...
do not want to know what created those icicles.
Well, now you got me curious. Sonic, where were you going?
Let's just say I had to piss a lot that area.
Yeah, it's real nice, Irvin. I didn't know that you pissed Blue Pea.
You,
white.
you know that could be a very concerning if he did that jump and then he got launched into that ice spike.
Oh my god, how haven't we seen like a
What the fuck, Sonic?
how haven't we seen like a Sonic combination short of that yet?
I mean, Sonic Shorts was a thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Did you watch those?
Yeah, I showed it to you.
Bro, those were my favorite.
One of the ones I remember specifically. That's probably because it's not that. It's a couple, maybe a year ago since I saw it. But
Oh,
it's
what
still
the-
funny.
Yeah.
It's Sonic supposed to run on those boosters, right?
Yeah.
He takes one step on it, he flips and fucking scrapes off his face.
I remember that, yeah.
Early 2000, or not early 2000, but 2010 or 15 YouTube was so different than what it is now.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
I really missed the violence, you could see. It was like,
It may even help guide
The
you.
humor was, like, completely unhinged, and no one really ever had a problem with it as well.
yeah, nobody had a...
Like, you look back at it, I remember seeing someone on Twitter mentioning this, but they were going back to Sonic Paradox, and they just found most of the jokes offensive. Like, yeah, that was the point. It was supposed to be, like, incredibly offensive, and for the time, I was like, yeah, whoa! I think if you hold the button down during that cutscene, Sonic's board changes color. Anyways, we're running, we're sledding away from Jack Frost's morning tea.
I did not know he had that morning wood, but anyway.
You can slow down if you jump.
Yeah, I do. You can't actually die in this section, thankfully.
But yeah, time really has changed, but I don't know, I feel like it's so complicated, that whole bullshit, you know.
It's just not the
You
same.
need to-
Why does this remember that one remind me of that one section in frickin' 7?
Yeah, the only difference is, you know, Amy didn't get stabbed by Shadow the Hedgehog right before this section.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel like it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah. You know, I was kind of half. I kind of wanted to play this song when we got to that section in 7.
Spirit, do you really dare to play any Japanese things on YouTube that should be copyrighted?
I mean, I'm already getting copyrighted by Sega by just playing this game.
Yeah, I know. Japan is surprisingly strict.
Oh, very much so.
I'm surprised how strict they are.
Something to mention about this game is you go through these levels and you look at the background assets and you start to think that Sonic's world is incredibly outlandish. Like, you see these giant balloons and little lodges all over this area. Oh man, I didn't get the ledge. Wow, I am really rusty apparently. I am missing a lot of stuff that I used to just get naturally. Brevin, we've gotten old.
I don't know what you mean. I'm in a PlayStation 2 generation.
But yeah, you look at this area, and we're surrounded by ski lodges and windmills, and like, where the fuck are we? And then you remember none of this actually makes sense because we're on Angel Island, an island that has no one but Knuckles. So again, where the fuck are we?
I kind of like at least it's more creative than modern worlds. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, I'll give it that. The levels in this game are very creative. We could go to the right to check up on Angel Island, but I'm gonna save that for later since we will get there eventually.
I just got one to.
Oh man, Frozen's opening Digimon cards.
Oh boy!
Realizing how to get platinum.
It's like I had a random notification, so I was wondering, like, I wonder what it is. How?
Yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna miss Frozen's stream, but I mean Sonic.
What's up, Knuckles?
We just got to Knuckles. What's up, Knuckles?
Oh, I really should have been to Frozen's stream then.
Something bugging you?
Yeah.
The way he talks though, what the fuck?
The emerald you have, right now.
Let's just see you take them, buddy.
What?
But like realizing like Pokemon plat
Well, hold on, Rebin. Hold on. We have the best line in the entire franchise.
Oh no.
okay. That's where it's from.
Oh no.
Oh, hold on.
Give it your best. Oh no.
Give it your best. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's where it came from. Also, they removed the punching sound effect in the GameCube version. 0.1 for the mod. And then in the background, I just hear from Riven.
Like taking candy from a baby.
A floating candy.
That's a chaos.
Seriously, they're just floating on his palms. He's not even holding them.
That's right, fool. You made it all too easy. You practically gave them to me.
God, those arms.
Hold it right there, creep.
Hold it right there, creep.
Can't get away with this. Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again. Me? What about you? Way to go,
He
Knucklehead.
didn't trick us whatsoever, Knuckles. What the fuck are you talking about?
God, I can't remember the name of that Pokemon game now. Scarlet and Violet was it.
Chaos! I love the way he says that. He's all goopy. Also, he has changed since the last time we've seen him. He got another emerald. Well, now 3 extra emeralds. Funnily enough, we never get to see Chaos 3's form.
He transformed again.
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack.
Sonic is just like the 90s cool guy hero. He's got that attitude personality that every teen has in every single story in the 90s.
Like, oh man, this is totally not tubular, dude.
But yeah,
Anyways, this boss is like really easy, but you have to hit him like 4 times. This is probably like the worst boss in the entire game, because you just have to wait for him to put his head up, and he can't actually like manipulate him to do so. Anyways, what were you gonna say, Ruben?
I realized how empty Pokemon Violet is and Scarlet.
Yeah.
Like, when you think about it, even Sonic has like just, like, it makes 0 sense why they're there, but like, at least there are more worlds there, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
Like, when you,
yeah, this is a rare attack. He turns into 4 blobs and then he throws them at you.
it's like when you think about like how empty and small towns there are on the Pokemon Island that you're on.
Yeah.
What is the name of the island, actually, when you think about it?
Which island?
In Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, is that the DLC island?
No, I'm talking about the normal island you're on.
Okay, oh, you mean the region. Palidawn?
I'll tell you now, all the rings that you're missing is bothering me for the same reason.
It's fine. But anyway,
Like-
Don't worry,
The
I'll
collect-
collect other rings.
The collector part of me is just like that. That is so annoying.
Hey, I get that all the time whenever Revan plays Resident Evil. There you go, I
Alright,
collected all the rings.
Bullets. No, you didn't. You missed one.
What happens? What would happen if I just don't collect it and then I just beat Chaos? How'd you feel about that,
Well,
Miles?
I wouldn't say shit. I'm just saying that it irks me slightly.
I know. I'm just trying to tease you. Also, this boss fight has been going for 2 minutes, and he did a whole lot of nothing for the last 30. Oh, look at that! Finally, he opens his head. There we go. Sonic! 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 The hit collection in this game is a little wonky. That's a good way to describe Sonic Adventure. It's very wonky.
Alright.
Also, pay attention to the location we were in. We were in a small pond with a waterfall. That is a location in the overworld, but it's incredibly small. For some reason, in that battle, it just, like, morphed into this giant arena.
One thing, that looks like a giant mouse.
Maybe it's a chaos illusion.
That pawn was a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations. I love this line. I do.
One thing I love is when Eggman can fight on his own without any mechs, but he just uses mechs because it's easier kind of deal, you know?
Or what about in Sonic X where he punches a robot with his bare fist?
In the anime?
Yeah, in the anime, there's a moment in the Sonic Adventure 2 adaptation where he just punches a robot, you know, a steel robot with his bare fists and breaks it into pieces.
Yeah, I know that Robotnik is actually strong. Like, he is physically strong. I know that.
The mangas, the comics. He goes toe to toe
You
with
can
a
play
bunch
with
of
Knuckles
characters.
now.
Yeah, we can play with Knuckles.
I don't exactly like that he's able to go to directly toe to toe with Knuckles in a way.
Well, not with Knuckles per se, but other characters. So we have the option to play with either Tails or Knuckles at this point. So logistically, we could actually like quit the game and then go to those characters and just play through their stories.
Nah, that's finished.
Yeah, Sonic is the longest story. Compared to everyone else. Everyone else is like either half the portion of Sonic's or 25% the portion of Sonic.
Yeah.
Going through the entire story of Sonic is probably important though.
Why don't you just have Sonic stream, Tails stream, Knuckles?
Because if I had the Tails stream, it would only last for an hour.
Then have Tails and Knuckles stream. Change the name.
Yeah, also, we don't have many days with Miles. So I'm trying to do this game as fast as possible. So we're probably going to do Sonic and Tails stream today, and then we'll probably like do 3 characters next stream or something. I'm banking on this game at least being 2 to 3 streams. It's not that long of a game.
Are you gonna sit down correctly, or are you gonna stand on the fucking wings again?
Tails, there's no seat in this plane that I can wear in.
Yeah.
I know, Sonic.
Tails, I don't like the way this is going.
You hear like the rain, like that.
We all know Sonic is not smart enough to give a crap.
Oh, not whatsoever. Anyways, welcome to the rail shooter portion of the game.
Finally, your strong suit is.
And yes, I do know that there's a lock-on feature. A lot of people didn't know this when they first played the game. Even I didn't know. You hold down the shoot button and you lock on to the ships. It's actually like the only way you can actually shoot down most of these things. Because trying to shoot it normally, kind of impossible. Also, yeah, all my Toho training has finally paid off.
Spirit is like just like the main or like the characters in movies who explain things. And says, as you all may know, this is a bomb.
Now, you know, I'm just a Naruto character. I explain everything that I do, all the logistics of my powers, and I go through a 20-minute flashback explaining how I got to this place in my life.
Yeah, that's about right. But yeah, I don't exactly
Ow.
like the idea of Knuckles or Eggman being able to fight Knuckles, but like, I imagine he could, like, if he somehow got a grab of Sonic, you know,
Yeah.
like grab his arm or leg. I feel like
I don't know, I was just gonna remind me of one of those.
punch him really hard. Because I know he grabbed, what was it, a duck or a platypus?
Starlight. He's a villain from the recent comics.
Yeah, where Dr. Eggman grabs his leg or arm or whatever, and just smacks him to the ground.
Yeah. You know, now that I know that I could just lock onto things, Tails is just flying very awkwardly. It's like he's just hopped up on sugar.
Wait, actually, think about it. What is with this new comic of Dr. Eggman going fucking psycho?
I'm not necessarily sure about the IDW comics because I haven't read most of them. If we're talking about the old comics, there's a reason why he became insane. Okay, okay.
It's a new comic with Dr. Eggman going insane, and his nephew is in the comic. Like, know
Are you
when Dr. Eggman-
sure it's not the old ones? Cause Snively isn't a character in IDW.
He's in the new one.
Are you sure? Did they add him recently? You're gonna have to
Sniffly?
Snively.
Snively, would you like to be bored by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to remind you of that scene, Reverend.
Snively.
Snively, what color is my heart?
No.
You're about to find out.
Snively,
So cartoony.
Tails?
Sonic. Yeah, he's in the new comic.
Miles.
And he is talking to modern version of Robotnik.
Alright, send me a picture.
I can... Dude, I don't even need to send you a picture. Just
Oh, I wonder if he's
us
okay.
sending you what I wrote and you find it in...
Person's probably just like, what the fuck?
on-
That look at you just fell out of the sky and it's like, I wonder if he's okay. I'm like,
There
if
we
he's
go.
like, this guy's just like, fell from the sky. Why are you worried about it?
Mommy, I saw a giant hedgehog fall from the sky.
Oh wow, I got an achievement for that.
Dr. Eggman killed Snively, apparently.
Amy.
I love his reactions. Like, oh no, my stalker.
Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard.
Yeah, so meanwhile, Amy has her priorities straight.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
Amy with the jazz theme. What, Amy? What are you doing? I believe this is as far as I went because I got that achievement in the Let's Play. So, Revan, what were you referring to with Snively?
I sent you just a text
Okay, I'm looking on my phone.
on your DMs and copy that and just go on Google and you can find it.
Okay, I'll do it on my PC because it's easier. Miles, you get to see this. Yippee! Snively new Sonic comic. You sure it's not just...
Just go on images. Just
Okay,
go to-
okay.
There is with new modern Dr. Eggman. Or look up Dr. Eggman goes insane. Or Dr. Eggman insane.
He's insane in the membrane. Oh, this one?
And- Yeah, but next image that you just pressed, no. There is.
That's old Archie.
What? That's old?
Yeah, that's Archie.
Yeah.
That was in the old universe.
Ah.
In the old universe, Eggman at one point goes insane after being defeated by Sonic so many times. Or it's like a final confrontation. And then after he goes insane, Snively basically puts him in house arrest and takes over the Eggman Empire.
Ah, look! Eggman's robot's on the loose.
Oh gosh, it's the robot.
He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Says the one who's cheesy.
Whoa!
Oh, now what? Huh?
Hold on, let me put on my theme song.
Look here! It says, "Shoot couples get in free. Let's go!"
She certainly has her priorities.
Honestly, hit that skirt go a little bit down.
Wait! Oh,
Like-
man. That girl is such a pain.
I feel the same way too, Revan, because unfortunately for the Amy playthrough, we're gonna get a lot of unfortunate upskirt shots with her.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like the way Dr. Eggman is drawn in this way, and like how he has red
You'll
eyes.
be able to ride
Yeah.
a bumper car
He
if
puts
you
on the
defeat
goggles
enemy
there.
driving it.
Quite a bit normal.
Mhm.
That's why you have goggles. And I really like that actually.
One more left.
Like,
All right. So we have an option between the colors of these go-karts that we can drive. Which one, Miles?
What's been a fan of purple?
Purple it is.
You'll be able to ride the bumper car if you defeat the enemy driving it.
Lady in the light, I already did that.
Anyways, with the go-karts, it gains speed with the more rings we have. Oh gosh, that sound. So yeah, we need to collect rings in order to go faster. Well, there goes all of our rings. And now we're gonna go super slow.
Fuck!
45 rings. Woohoo!
Each ring is like a mile. I'm
Each
gonna
ring
die.
is like Tails because he's Miles. Each Tails is a wonderful ring.
I'm so gonna fly out of this stage soon.
Why did you lose all your rings?
Because I ran into a fucking monkey.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
At least he has fun. Where the fuck is Amy?
At least I'm having fun.
Yeah, Dr. Eggman is probably one of my favorites because he just had that unfortunate situation where
Dude, I feel like this thing has 0 turn radius.
Oh, it really doesn't.
where Dr.
Like,
Egg
how are you supposed to turn?
I'm not. That's the thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, but I believe this song is a remix of a old Sonic song. I believe from Sonic 3D Blast. It was that isometric, sprite-based claymation-looking game where you had to collect a bunch of birds. I believe this is also a remix too. But yeah, Reverend, going back to Dr. Eggman. Yeah, I would say the comic version of Eggman is very, very interesting.
Yeah, he just had that unfortunate part where he either is a big loser. I can't say how it is.
There we go.
In,
Oh, that didn't count.
in
You only got a couple of rings.
Sonic X, but that's because I haven't seen X in many years.
Yeah, Sonic X, he's not bad. I actually kind of like that version of Eggman because of later seasons and what they did with them.
Yeah.
They turned him more into a rival for Sonic than anything else, especially during the
Strike.
Nice! And we get a lot of rings for that.
But it's not that directly. We don't exactly see him build anything though. That's my issue at least, because he just pulls out his deck of cards. Like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be played for comedic effect. I would say the comic version, you probably like that Eggman, but he's very much different than any other iteration of Eggman you've probably ever seen. So do you know what the comic Eggman is like? Specifically the old comic, the Archie comic.
I'm psychotic and horrible.
Psychotic, horrible, a dictator, he murders people. Even more so when he... Oh gosh, okay, so I have to explain this shit. So, around, like, the 50th issue of the Sonic comic, they kill Eggman. Well, he wasn't even called Eggman at that point, he was Robotnik. They kill Robotnik. Robotnik is dead. But an alternate universe version of Robotnik, who was Robotic, that they actually met a while back in the story. He basically took control of the main Robotnik's dictatorship and stuff.
You could use a charge thing and just done it.
True, but I'm always scared when I'm at this section and I do it because like I'm at the end of this like rooftop.
It literally forces you to follow the rings.
True, but the movement in this game is a little jagged, and like one wrong move on my analog stick and I can just go careening off of the rooftop.
But yeah,
it's very much a controller thing. Like if you play the game, like you'll know how stiff Sonic can sometimes be. But yeah, for like the entire rest of the run, you have this robotic version of Robotnik who is just even more of a menace. He is not only a monster and insane and psychotic, but he also is like somewhat suicidal because of the fact that he can just create multiple bodies. So if he dies, he can just recreate himself.
so annoying with the suicidal. After playing Metal Gear, like hearing people suicidal. It's
Well,
like,
no. That's not what I mean by suicide. I just mean like, if there's a situation where he can kill Sonic by sacrificing himself, he will blow himself up, and he can come back because he's a robot. He's an AI at that point. And that's funnily enough, that's how they gave him the Eggman design. You know, the Eggman design that he uses in this game.
Yeah.
They needed to find a way to write that in to the canon of the comics, as well as Amy's design. So with Robotnik, they made him into the robot Robotnik, and he just adapted a new body. And the body was the one that he uses in this game.
Okay.
Funnily enough, for Amy, the way they explained her new redesign, because you know she looked completely different in the classic games, was she found a magic wishing ring, and she wished for herself to be older, because she wanted to be with Sonic and the gang.
Yeah, the one.
And that's it. So in the comics, she's canonically 16.
Ah,
Which is like the only time where she's older than 12.
Talking about characters who like is good in comics but horrible in movies, or not horrible in movies but like lesser shell, is that correct way to say it?
A shell of their former self.
Yeah. Scarecrow. Scarecrow is such a cool character as like, you know, in itself, you know, because he legit uses fear to control people or scare people to do as he will.
That's a
right?
very shiny helicopter. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's always used as like, or he's not even used.
Oh gosh, this
It's
section.
his weapon.
Oh, the movement is so wonky. Okay, there. Like when I hit the spring, or no, not the spring. What are those called?
Speed?
The speed booster. Yeah, whatever it's called. Sonic, what is wrong with your head, Sonic?
Six.
I think it's turned into it.
Oh, it's his
imitate
quills. It's his quills.
I get Tourette's.
I noticed that.
Hold on, my chaos senses are tingling. A scarecrow.
Yeah, Scarecrow's fear toxin is more focused than Scarecrow, and I hear a YouTuber talk about it, and I was like, I completely agree. It's kind of bullshit that Scarecrow is like used as this haha funny villain kind of deal, you know?
Yeah, kind of nonsensical and non-serious. Also, this is a
kinda
cool
treated
section
like-
of the game.
He's kind of treated like this spot when I think about it.
Mhm.
When the
Ow.
spot is a good villain. Like he, like I could actually fight against Spider-Man in a fair fight, you know.
Yeah.
When he, like.
I kind of feel bad that I got hit by those two signs, because the music is like very on sync for when you're running down. Anyways, this stage has like 3 sections that you go through with Sonic.
Yeah, that's
You got the speed highway at night, where you're going through the highway. You got the run down from the building, and then we're at dawn, which is actually the name of the song, At Dawn. This is a very beautiful area, in my opinion.
So Scarecrow is just used as like the, or his gas, more correctly, is used as the plot of a lot of situations, and I kind of don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, only time he's been good in big medias, in my
Oh, damn it!
in Arkham
Why don't you pick up
Knight?
any of your rings?
Because I'm not really gonna use them. If I was playing this game, like, legitimately, going for 100%, getting all the chows, I would pick up the rings, definitely. But, also, it only drops 20 rings whenever you get hit. Which is a staple since the early Sonic games.
Even 20, even though it says that you go back down to 0.
Yeah, yeah. If you have, like, 100 rings, you get hit, it only drops 20 that you can collect. And, of course, your rings go all the way down to 0, so... It's just a tried and true trend of Sonic that not really a big fan on.
She should still be in this city.
Oh, also there's like a random subplot where the workers of the Station Square train station are going on strike. So that's why we can't go through the train. And also this little girl can't find her dad because her dad is in the Mystic Ruins.
Too bad.
Yeah. Also, keep this in mind. They are on strike. They are talking about the demands that they are giving to the company. Immediately after the next cutscene, they're gonna be working again. Like, literally a second.
Where can she be?
Also, if you look to your right, you can see a poster, Chow's in space.
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
Which I don't know why I should do that. I could just run all the way up there and catch him with my supersonic speed.
Only if I could run really fast.
If only I was fast enough to save Amy.
He takes the train. That's so funny. I need to catch up. Sonic gets in the taxi. After them.
Train, take us away.
Hey there, Bolt Brain. You better get Amy to me or I'll squash
Great comeback, Sonic. Kill him.
But yeah,
Kill him.
actually,
Kill him.
Also has.
Kill him. Why are you just standing there? Just spin dash him.
That is also explained in the
Hey,
comics.
what's
Yeah.
happening here?
You all... Oh no, a solar eclipse.
Oh no, it's Shadow. We weren't supposed to have a Shadow until the next game.
Haha. Upgrade beam. Oh no, never mind. I don't know if you have seen the redesign for Scarecrow in the new Batman Adventures.
I can't say that I have. Oh, speaking of which, have you seen the trailers for that new Joker and Harley Isekai show?
I think I did. I think that was a year ago I saw that.
No, because it's like a new thing. It was a couple of months ago. They released a trailer for an Isekai anime for Joker and Harley Quinn, where they end up in a fantasy world.
I think I remember I seen that one and I really didn't care.
Okay, you know what? Fair. I liked it. It looked funny.
I remember, I'm just a grudgy old man.
Dude,
Try the light speed dash.
there's so many lights all over the place.
You can now do the light speed attack.
I could do the light speed attack.
I get more impressed if I see something in an old video game that you can do.
Hey, look! It's a retcon! So, this is the shrine for the Master Emerald.
So
Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that little chip on it. We're at the point of the story where Knuckles has accumulated enough parts to almost rebuild it.
That reminds me of another one of those Sonic compilations where Knuckles is leaning his head on
and then it just
Correct.
shatters into a million pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck.
Those Sonic charts. It's been a while since I've watched them.
I remember Caddy was talking about how Spyro was sexist in one of the games because he was like, chicks, you know?
Mhm.
But I could never really hate on it, mostly because like the girls always did something actually annoying for them to comment about it. So I was like,
I mean, everyone except for Cinder. I don't really remember the females ever doing anything in the original games. Anyways, I like to take a lot of skips on Red Mountain. This is probably like one of my favorite stages, just because you can do a lot of stuff here. For instance, woo, woo. You can do that. Da-da-da. So how have you been liking the OST so far for the game?
huh?
How have you been liking the music so far?
No, it's fine.
I love Sonic. Okay. I personally love the soundtrack for Sonic Adventure. It has that great mix of jazz and early 90s synth. Although, if you're more of a fan of rock and metal, well, pseudo-metal, you'll probably like Sonic Adventure 2's music a lot more.
Wow, I really tried to remember if I own Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, I don't think I own Banjo-Kazooie.
That's a franchise I've heard about, but never really had the interest in playing.
It's just Super Mario 64 with other type of characters.
Yeah. I mean, I heard it was good, but I was more interested in Conquer when it came to the rare games.
I know I had Donkey Kong 64.
Fuck. Alright. Tried to do a skip, but it didn't work.
That's a game I know I have. Donkey Kong 64.
Alright.
It's fine.
Who's ready to go even further down? We're heading into hell now.
Oh, it's a movie. Yeah.
I'm not getting that speed booster because I actually like the music on this stage.
It's a movie I really want to see now. or not see now, but like see again.
Yeah.
Lion King 1.5.
I-
I think it was called.
I mean, I remember that having good. What the fuck did you just go to, Sonic? What? Why are you homing attacking over there? There's nothing over there, Sonic. Except for these grapes. Where the heck are we?
Remember I liked it way more when I was younger than the actual Lion King, mostly because I didn't like the dramatic scenes in any movies when I was younger.
I'm a sucker for Romeo and Juliet stories, so I liked The Lion King too.
You know, you go faster when you get more rings anyways.
Really feels that way. Ah, see, I'm not very good at spin dash jumping.
I mean, like in any scenario, like they're arguing with each other or getting angry or like drama like that. I never liked that when I was younger.
Hmm.
That's
Oh my gosh, these guys. Alright, I have to say this. There's a mission in the DX version where you need to come back to Red Mountain and touch one of these cells. And I believe the name of the mission is Find the Prisoners in Hell. So I guess the game confirms that this is actually hell that we're in. Let's go over here. You were talking about seriousness in stories.
Oh yeah, like Toy Story 1, I didn't like it. Toy Story 2, I liked.
What the fuck, Sonic?
Buzz and Woody was already friends.
What the fuck, Sonic? Where was he even going?
I don't know, maybe you were drifting a little bit.
But I got a new controller. I shouldn't be drifting.
So I always liked Toy Story 2.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to do the spin dash jumping anymore.
Buzz and Woody was already friends, so they didn't have that whole arc where they argued with each other.
Hmm.
So, and in Lion King 1.5 or whatever it's called,
Timon and
it is
Pumbaa
just-
were already well established as just being friends.
yeah, they're just friends, and it's just a fun part, you know.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of funny when in the start.
Alright, not gonna go for
Pumbaa,
those
like-
rings.
Like Timon and Pumbaa is sitting in the cinema watching Lion King, but they changed the movie to where they are because they thought the original Lion King was boring because they weren't in it.
As someone who is afraid of bugs, these spiders always freak me out. Look at how giant these spiders are. They don't do anything, by the way. They're just there. Also, I'm gonna need to turn Revan up just real quick. Because
welcome.
you suddenly became a lot quieter. There we go.
Thank you for DDoSing me.
You're welcome. Revan, I'm not sharing the entire screen on OBS. It's just gonna be the game. And if you want, you can look at the stream as proof. So anyway, Sonic could make it to the egg carrier if he did a spin dash jump, but I'm not good at it, so we're just gonna have to focus on Miles having to help us.
With an entirely different plane.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, Spirit.
But why does Miles have a new plane? Find out in the Tails story.
Where he learns how to fly high. Yeah, all the characters have their own vocal theme songs in the game. Usually playing in portions of the game where they're important in like a certain scene.
But yeah, I never liked in movies when they were serious or had like, you know, where it's like, oh, we need to be best friends or oh, this is so sad. I always liked the, let's do this adventure, and I'm like, yay, adventure.
You're boring.
Dude, I watched live action Dragon Ball movies multiple times.
You watched the live action Dragon Ball?
I still have it on DVD.
Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to rewatch that lately.
And remember, I read the manga before this. I know things were missing.
You knew how bad it was.
I was like, there's missing stuff. Okay, whatever. And I kept watching. Like, I would watch it multiple times because I put it in the background.
Be honest, you only watched it because Bulma was hot.
I don't remember if the actors were pretty or not.
I remember her.
She looked weird.
Oh, yeah. Yamcha looked incredibly weird. Yamcha looked very greasy, that's what I remember.
Wait, wasn't Yamcha Asian for some reason while Goku was American?
Yeah. Hey, at least Chi-Chi looked good.
Alright, Chi-Chi was in it.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you forget that Chi-Chi's a character. Whoa! What the fuck was that, Sonic?
Wait, Tails, you could have done that the whole time? Yeah, but this is wasting fuel, so... that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, this is a new plane, so he didn't have this feature beforehand.
Oh, fuck. I had never finished that about Scarecrow. Anyway, Scarecrow is a underrated character.
Get better with the lore, Revan.
Only time Scarecrow actually has been good has been in New Batman Adventure and in The Dark Knight. Or Arkham Knight.
I was about to say Arkham Asylum, but he wasn't really a character in Arkham Asylum. It was just
that is where he was just a character, you know. It's
yeah.
Like, oh, that's Scarecrow.
Tails, you want to get too close to the exhaust. Tails, no!
Like whales!
Nice speed!
But at least, like, in Arkham Knight, he could defend himself.
Anyways, yeah, it gets pretty tough at this point.
For me, it seems like they aim wherever you're standing, so if you just move with it less erratically, it probably is a lot easier.
Yeah, I probably would. We're gonna have to redo this minigame again once we go through Tails' story, because hooray for redoing stages that the characters legitimately go through in the canon of other characters' storylines. So we'll have opportunities to get better at this in those.
I just remember something.
What is it?
I have Kid
There we go.
Icarus for the 3DS.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope my aunt and uncle haven't thrown away that piece for... I don't think they have. I'm pretty sure they don't throw away my stuff.
You mean the thing that keeps it, like, up on a desk?
Yes.
Oh, before that, this is one of the stupidest things that Tails has ever done.
I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
What?
Nanny?
Why don't they just transform back?
Shut up, Reverend.
Wow, this thing is really huge.
That's what she said.
No time to talk now.
Music seriously reminds me of The Legends of Dragoon.
So here we go.
I love the little face that Tails gave Sonic at that point. It's like, really, dude? Get serious. Tails and Sonic have a really good bro relationship in this game.
Don't get too many ideas, you fool.
Most modern games have a really difficult time trying to replicate that. And by that I mean looking at you, Lost World and Sonic Forces.
Yes.
Get the load up this. There's... He said it. He said the line.
What would I look up? Stand?
Henshin.
So, Eggman just digivolved his entire ship.
Did you see that?
Yeah, whatever.
This makes it harder for
Was
us to
that
get to the
really the
bridge.
stand? That's
He
it?
doesn't listen.
I bet you weren't expecting this. The only way you can get
It's like they bounce off of each other. And like, it's in like a really wholesome brotherly way.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just like it. I just like the fact that they actually act like brothers in this game.
This must be the way to the sky deck.
And from my reaction, you could probably tell that it's very rare when that happens. Anyways, welcome to probably most people's favorite level in the game, just because of how intense it is. Oh, it's Rouge's voice actress.
I'm not so sure you could put a
Lonnie
charger
Manella.
in.
I sometimes forget that Lonnie was the voice director of the early Sonic games. Anyways, yeah, this stage is pretty intense. There's going to be a perpetual bottomless floor, so you gotta be careful with where you jump. And the stage is also very, very long. I like it, but personally I'd rather just play through some of the more, you know, easier stages, because this one is very anxiety-inducing if you aren't careful.
I don't feel like this is the stand that I... There it is!
Are you looking for your stands?
Yeah, the stand I was using.
Or might I recommend watching JoJo?
Fuck you.
Oh man. One thing I'm not a big fan of.
Stand.
One thing I'm not really a big fan of when it comes to the speed shoes is the fact that it drowns out the music. And I like the music. Tails, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for you, Sonic.
Alright, can I do this skip? Oh! Well, I got to the end, but I don't think I was supposed to do that specifically. Alright, I need to make it over here. There we are. Alright, so this cannon is gonna start shooting at us. And we need to, like, make a run for it. I'm gonna cheat the system a bit by just constantly jumping and making it all the way to the top, which is where we were supposed to be at. Alright, spin dash, don't fail me now! We can actually outrun the cannon. So, the stand that you were referring to.
Yes. Found it.
You found your copy, or did you find one online?
I found one online that I had that followed with Kid Icarus, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, so this is the second portion of Skydeck. At certain points in this area, the winds are gonna go really nuts, like right now. You need to hold on to something, or else you're gonna be blown off of the stage. Also, we're at the Eggman's main artillery area, so there's gonna be a bunch of guns shooting at us. Also, Eggman is speaking. Wow, there's a lot of lines that they just omitted from the... Oh gosh, it's blowing me! It's blowing me! And not in the good way! There's a lot of lines that they omitted from the GameCube version. Eggman didn't say anything there in the GameCube version. You didn't get the announcer at the beginning of the stage. Also, if you hear that alarm, that means we need to get up here immediately, because if you stay there too long, the entire area just destroys itself. Yeah, so the egg carrier is a little bit unstable, even though it has a lot of stuff to it. Like, Eggman has his own little landing dock here. How he found the time to create all this, you got me. Alright, so to progress to the next part of the stage, we need to destroy this cannon, and not get shot. We just need to wait until this cannon comes up to us.
To destroy a cannon, aim a rocket into its center.
Well, we did it. Alright, now for the third portion. Gravity is out of whack in this part. And we need to make it all the way to the top. There's actually a fun lore reason as to why the gravity is out of whack in this portion of the stage. It's because in Knuckles' story, he actually plays through this stage portion, and he has the ability to change the gravity in Skydeck, so I think the lore implications is that Knuckles is messing with the area's gravity. And we're the ones who have to suffer through it. It's like right now he's turning it into the other direction, which allows these things to come over here. And I show off time and time again that I shouldn't do the spin dash jumping. Yeah, from a speedrunner or someone who's much more prolific of this game, they could probably do a lot of crazy stuff with the spin dash. I'm gonna do one thing crazy here. I'm gonna get all the way up here, get to this ladder. Alright, and we just skip like a whole minute of the stage. There we go. There are people who can do stuff like that for pretty much the entirety of the game, and I commend those people for it. Like right now, if I really wanted to, I could just jump off of this bridge,
and get to the button where we're supposed to be going to. And I would, but I'm kind of scared. So we're just gonna do this the normal way.
I think Norway is on track.
Oh, what else is new?
A prime minister wants to change the time from 24 hours to 26 hours because that means people will have more time for vacation and taking breaks, in his opinion.
That doesn't really make much sense.
No, it doesn't, because that just means that people will work longer at the same time and get vacations, because they'll be like, oh, you get 8 hours. Now you have 9 because you sleep for 1 extra hour or whatever.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like a flimsy excuse just to change things for the fact that you can get tax deductions.
Yeah. Like, something awful that, or awful or stupid happened where it was like, McDonald's in some states
yes, they are here. The robot maids.
Oh, so cute.
I know.
McDonald's was gonna raise the, what do you call it again? Smallest amount you can pay someone to $20, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
But that means that the food at McDonald's is gonna cost more.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a scheme. Gee, I wonder what we're supposed to spell here.
I have no idea. I can't spell.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll spell it out for you.
Thank you.
We spelled manic.
Eat moi. Thank you. But yeah, it's kind of tragic though. That's like a multi.
Anyways, did you know that Eggman had his own Chow Garden?
Yep.
Also, I am like 90% convinced that this area is the inspiration for the Sonic X Island. Because you have that giant rocket over there to the side.
I'm pretty sure that's a nuke.
Oh, it is, yeah. Anyways, we have a lot of animals here that we can feed to chows.
That's where the nuke went. In Metal Gear.
Wait, when did a nuke get fired?
Who knows? Maybe Big Boss partied too hard on a rig and he pressed the button.
Hmm. And then a giant pan falls on Big Boss's head.
That is actually Easter, or not an Easter egg, but like something that can happen in Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
What, a pan just falls on his head?
No, a crate.
Oh.
If you stand by a sign that says danger object may fall and you stand by it too long, you would actually get hit by a box.
Oh, there's a plane in the background? What the fuck, DX version? Why do you just omit so many things? And then Eggman just flips her off.
Haha, I'm gonna turn Twitter into X! Haha!
Oh no, he's the one! Eggman was Elon Musk all along. Eggman? Elon? E? Also, did they... is it the mistranslation here? Robotnik! Yeah, the mistranslation is there. They misspelled Eggman's name with Robotnik. Yeah, he has
Oh, that's Omega.
It's not Omega. This is Gamma.
Oh, sorry. It's Omega's cousin or something, probably. What is with games or characters having cousins and no brother or sister or mom?
Well, actually, Gamma and his robot compatriots are referred to as brothers. So he is, in fact, Omega's big brother. This is E102 Gamma, and if you remember from the menu, this is a playable character.
Isn't Omega...
Anyways,
not
let's just deal with them fast.
Omega robot, but isn't Omega bigger than Gamma?
Yeah, Gamma is a lot more linky, as you can see. Omega is like very much of a tinky and stocky.
No, not character. The...
Oh, you mean the numbering, or the alphabet? Yeah, I think Omega is after a lot of the other ones. Because you have Alpha, Gamma, Beta. No. Alpha, Beta, Gamma. And Omega is like later on. No, Amy's dress has a weird texture on it.
Okay, whatever you say.
And Sonic's blue fur just makes it look like he's made of cotton.
You know, I always, I never thought about it, but it is kind of weird how,
Oh no, Sonic's got the jitters.
Hey, this
Sonic's eyeball are stuck together.
Oh, you mean the fact that, or do you mean the fact that he's like a Cyclops?
Technically, yeah.
Have you seen those meme pictures of Sonic with his eyebrows like removed, and it's just
Yeah.
one giant eye?
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, this is a E102 Gamma. Good for you, buddy. We can play as him.
I know you have Gamma and Omega and stuff like that in Bioshock 2, actually.
If I'm to continue,
Yeah.
I need to change this ship back to its original shape.
I need to do a D-Digivolution.
Somewhere on the bridge.
I actually
Sonic,
remember-
your pupil is going into your eyelid. Stop.
I feel like I remember something funny actually.
Mhm.
You know how people complain about video games or movies where it's like, oh, it's just the same, just a
Oh, there we
slight
go.
difference, you know?
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I'm like, I like that. Where it's like, it's
I'm
still
the real
same.
Eggman now. Just call me Dr. Sonic. Yeah, so Eggman has some weird hobbies.
Do you think Dr. Eggman has like the same problem that Michael Myers, not Michael
It's like a
Myers,
whole
Michael
playroom.
Jackson did?
Oh, you mean like
Where-
that he's a child at heart?
Yeah, where he never had a childhood.
I don't know. Looking at his room, can you really tell? Oh, look at that, a
I
bed.
think he had a... Why does he have poster of Sonic?
Dude's got a mini fridge. Or actually a actual fridge.
Holy shit, my fridge would be filled with Coca-Cola and I would just like lean to the side, grab a Coca-Cola and drink it.
Oh my gosh, same.
I'm not addicted.
We didn't show it off, but he also has a pool inside of the egg carrier as well. Dude really went out of his way to make the egg carrier like his pad.
God. I love the lore in Resident Evil, where it's like when people ask like, well, how the fuck does it make sense that a mansion is like this? Who builds a mansion like
It's
that?
a creature of chaos.
And in the lore, it's actually just a man who's insane and loves building like an architect who loves building random shit.
Is that Revan?
Yeah.
Let's go meet him.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Miles and Revan is in this game.
Oh.
Also, yeah, off-screen, Chaos absorbed 6 Chaos Emeralds now. And also a random frog. Ribbit.
Oh yes, attack Sonic now! Froggy?
Oh boy.
Say Froggy!
Is
He's
he,
your friend. I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
That
he a little
is...
special?
Why does Biggs move like Gwyneth?
You know what? They're kind of just the same character.
Just one eats more.
Yeah. They're both associated with frogs too! Except Big doesn't eat frogs.
Yeah.
If Big was in an
Everybody eats
RPG, which he was in a Sonic RPG, his ability would probably be Frog Drop. Anyways, this is my favorite song in the entire game. Chaos 6. Really good song. Too bad if you do like the intended strategy, you only hear it for like a minute. Anyways, Eggman is an idiot. He is specifically giving us items that are intended to beat Chaos.
Oh yeah, because he bombs on you.
Yeah, he's dropping these bombs that are basically ice bombs. If he didn't do this, we wouldn't be able to defeat Chaos because we can't actually penetrate his brain. So we throw this into Chaos's mouth, and he becomes frozen.
I have good news.
No, I cannot believe this. That fucking saying, so that's where it comes from.
Get a load of this!
I have two good news
What is it?
for you guys.
Okay.
Good news number one, I'm gonna go and eat kebab.
Is the second news that you're pregnant?
No, the second news is that I'm leaving Cole, so you don't have to be around me. Yay!
Yay!
Anyway, we talk later. Good night.
Yippee! Later, Revan.
Bye bye.
Yeah, this part of the song is probably my favorite.
when it gets into the synth. Oh, he's gonna do his ultimate attack, which you rarely get to see if you do the intended strategy. Eggman did mention that Chaos got his missing tail back. So the intended strategy for this is you're supposed to use the light speed attack when Chaos is frozen, and if you do, he, I believe, takes twice the amount of damage. But I, just wanted to show it off. I want to show off the music.
Cool.
And it is pretty easy to pull off.
This game doesn't seem particularly hard. It actually seems rather easy.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure.
No, I mean, really, the hardest part is just keeping track of where the fuck Sonic's going.
Exactly. Also,
That's the hard
I
part.
can't believe this. Another good line.
Yeah.
I'd say Sonic Adventure is probably the easiest game so far in the context of when this game was released. Because, like, you compare this to all of the classic games, and the classic games are difficult because, you're playing it in a 2D perspective, and 2D games are a little difficult to manage, especially with Sonic's speed. I find the 2D games much harder than the 3D games. 3D games, pretty easy.
I hate Eggman.
I hate that hedgehog too.
Where's this?
So anyways, welcome to the Mystic Ruins. We could have actually come to this location a lot earlier. There's a trail cart that takes us here.
Oh.
And in the middle of the Mystic Ruins, we find these ancient ruins. Who knew? With a statue that looks very much like an echidna. It's that light. And it's plot important. You mean it's not just a tutorial, Navi?
Trying to show me something.
So, an interesting thing about Sonic Adventure is during its development, the team who made the game decided to... Oh, we can play with Big now. Which I think means we could play as every single character. Also, before we continue. That's the trail car up there that you take to enter into this location. It's a big forest region. And right over there, you see that giant tree stump? That's Big's house. We'll be going there later. But yeah, during the development of Sonic Adventure, the team who was creating this game decided to base a lot of its structure and architect after the ruins in South America, specifically the Aztec ruins. And they actually took a vacation to South America to better familiarize themselves. There's a lot of pictures that they took of the areas that they use as backgrounds for the game. As you notice, some of the backgrounds for the areas, some of the locations, are real-life pictures. Kind of fascinating how you look at the development of old games and see just how intricate they took it. Also, can I thank you? I don't know why it wasn't registering that checkpoint. This room. The bane of every child who played this game.
Press this switch to raise the water level.
Yeah, so you're basically playing with the water in this stage, and you have to ride this gigantic snake. The problem is the camera. I can't see where Sonic is going. And I have to make this awkward jump right here. I need to flick 3 switches to continue with the stage. And it gets progressively more difficult because if you fall in that water, it might as well be a death. Schnick. Oh gosh! Yeah, you were saying the hardest thing about this game is finding out where Sonic is. Like, yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Yeah.
Can I make it? 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 There we go! Yeah! I just skipped like a couple of seconds. Also, let me check something real quick. Free camera. That's on the analog stick. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna keep it on, but I'll probably still use the LT and RT buttons to move the camera. Especially since it's using like airplane controls, where left is right and right is left. Yeah, I'm not used to that. Oh gosh, up is down and down is right.
Is there inverse control? Is there inverse controls?
Maybe in the options menu. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it auto. That was too much for me. Okay, so I want to know, where did they take this picture? Because apparently that's from a real life place. Oh, also, if you collect 100 rings, you get an extra life.
To help guide you.
Pretty self-explanatory for Sonic games. Oh boy, I have 108 rings. I sure hope I don't lose them all. Well, now even if I get hit, I probably won't lose them. Okay. Every time I take that section over there, I have to... I always die because I have to jump on those moving squares. I'm just gonna take the normal way this time. I'm gonna be a normie. I'm gonna be a normal person. I know. Sacrilegious coming from me.
I was actually literally gonna recommend it if it's difficult doing it the freaking normal way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not here to prove anything. If I wanted to prove something, I would have practiced this game beforehand.
Yeah. I was considering it.
Yeah. Don't worry, I will prove myself during the Tails playthrough. Oh, also, this is a pretty fun thing. So if you spin dash, the boulder has rubber band AI, so it will catch up to you super quickly. If you go super slow, the boulder will keep up with your speed. So you could theoretically...
It's never gonna catch you.
Yeah. You could theoretically just walk down that area and it will just keep up with your pace.
Use the switch to light up the wall panels. You can walk on those panels when lit.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I was dodging that guy's tongue, but apparently I killed it. Anyways, we can do like a big skip if I can get to a certain portion of this stage. Also, let's kill this guy because I don't want to deal with him. Oh, no! Lost World is definitely one of those levels. I remember not really enjoying playing through this level when I was a kid. It kind of just dragged. Alright, if I make it over there... There we go! Okay, I just skipped a little chunk of the level. Because all we need to do is spin dash to this door over here, and we're done! Also, new music. You only get to hear this music for a couple of seconds in Sonic's playthrough. In the Knuckles playthrough, he'll be playing through this stage, and that's the song that'll be playing for his portion. So we'll get to hear that one more. It's a good track too, sadly.
Yeah, not bad.
Get to the center of the ruins. So you notice there's a lot of echidna and a lot of glitches apparently. There's a lot of echidna heads on the structures of these ruins. We're getting into the B plot of Sonic Adventure, or as most people call it, the A plot, because let's be honest, the stuff with Eggman is all boring and meh. We're here for the devastating lore that is the Water God. Maybe if you were into the comic at the time, and are a big fan of Ken Penders' writing. I forgot. that the texture
Where am I?
to replicate the atmosphere of things being on fire, they just have the entire area emanating a reddish glow. And I like the fact that the texture for it isn't registered on Sonic's bracelet, so it's just a big blue. Anyways, we suddenly turned up in a shrine area that looks very similar to the Angel Island shrine, if we actually come up here. The Master Emerald? What's that doing here? Also, yeah, if you've only been playing through Sonic's story, just think about the whiplash of going through like the wacky adventures of trying to stop Dr. Robotnik, and then you have a bunch of dead Chow. Like straight up whiplash.
It's terrible. I must stop this now.
I'm gonna do it right now.
A flashback or something?
You'd be right.
Okay.
Of course, the characters don't quite understand it.
What's that all about?
Oh wow, you can actually see the ring around
Here.
the skybox. Yeah, the game definitely wasn't meant to be played on HD quality graphics.
What's he doing here?
Yeah, so after that flashback, we immediately drop it because we have other things to deal with. Like the present, we have Eggman. Alright, so this wasn't here before. This just randomly showed up after that flashback. Anyways, welcome to Midgar, by the way. Place kind of just looks like Midgar down there.
Huh.
This is Eggman's super secret base. You know, it's not really much of a secret when you have spotlights telling you where it is.
He's not really exactly known for his stuff.
True. Also, a loading screen? Thank you. Welcome to the final egg. I believe this is what this location is called. This is an interesting area because you can actually find two cool Easter eggs. This, I believe, is Silver Sonic. It's not the Silver Sonic from the game that Silver Sonic is from, which I think is Sonic 2. This is like a original created design for Silver Sonic, but they call him Silver Sonic. This little area will be important for later. And right here is Metal Sonic from Sonic CD. Pretty cool. Anyways, in order to get to the final level, we need to do a little puzzle. We need to match all of these panels to with these lights. So the rule is that you touch a panel and the two closest ones will activate. Yeah. I always have trouble figuring this out. Oh, wait. Never mind. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, you just have to deactivate them all and then stuff them.
Yeah. What was that?
I'll just walk around.
Egg keepers. Again, I need to stress this. These voices that are in the middle of these stages were not in the GameCube version. This is a lot of new stuff. And most of the stuff was in the original Dreamcast version of the game. Because Sega had their own consoles back in the day. They weren't just a company that just made games and put it on other consoles. They had stuff like the Genesis, the Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. Sonic Adventure specifically was on the Sega Dreamcast. And I think that version had all of these voice lines, as well as all these textures. You see, like, there's shades of purple and blue all over the place. In the GameCube version, most of this was like a bland shade of gray. I specifically got the
mod that brought back all of these textures just because, I think they look good. What the fuck, Sonic? Okay, so I don't know if it's because of the mod or not, but the homing attack seems a little glitched.
I don't even know what the mod does exactly. I'm guessing it's just a model.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a texture model and nothing more. I'm not sure if it's the mod or maybe it's just this version of the game, but whenever I do this, what is it called? The homing attack, it seems to home in on nothing at all. And usually
Either that or it's homing in on things throughout the entirety of the map.
Maybe. It might be counting like random items that I can get at a later portion of the stage, which in which case, that's really bad.
Yeah, that might just be a bug in the health, not
It could be a bug, but I never experienced that in the GameCube version. Probably a Steam bug, for the most part.
Well, yeah, it's a Steam port.
Yeah.
We know how things in Steam ports are.
Enough said about that. Like Steam port? No, I understand.
Unless it's specifically made for being on PC and on Steam, then...
Yeah.
Unless it's like specifically made for being on PC, it's not gonna work. It works when the enemies are like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I used to complete this portion of the stage right as this part of the song was over. Oh, what is wrong with me? I've gotten old. I'm losing my touch, man. I bet if I go back to Sonic Adventure 2, I will probably never get an A rank at some of the stages that I've gotten A ranks in. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the homing attack is just not registering certain things. I have never had this much trouble before. And of course, it would happen when I'm live streaming. Anyways, you drop down and you get all the way to this part of the stage. You go through a really cool looking elevator contraption. It's like a little spider. Okay, this part of the voice of the narration was in the GameCube version. So Miles, were you a Nintendo kid or were you a PlayStation kid?
I started off on PlayStation.
Ah, okay. Makes sense. I mean, I probably should have known that answer because, you owned a lot of PlayStation games.
Yeah, I mean, heck, I played... I mean, the only game that I had that worked legitimately was Legends of Dragoon.
Yeah.
Well, and 9, but I just couldn't play 9 because I didn't know what I was doing.
How old were you when you played 9?
Like 5 or 4 or something.
Yep. Sounds like me and Paper Mario. Granted, I did beat Paper Mario as a kid eventually. It's just, it took a while.
I couldn't wrap my head around video games until I was at least 13.
Yeah, especially RPGs, like, no siree. I need to be at least 10 to understand RPG. Well, for me, RPGs. I needed to be 10.
I didn't understand
What the
computers until I was 15.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a tube. I was supposed to go into the tube. I jumped over the tube. Now I don't know where I am. I have never been in this section before. What the? Okay, there's a checkpoint. There was an opening there? Oh my gosh, I know this section. I just skipped a lot. What the fuck? Yeah, you ever have that moment in games that you played like so much and you feel like you know everything about the game and then suddenly you find something new about it and your mind is just blown?
I honestly love it when I actually learn something new because it makes the game still feel like a fun game.
Yeah, I don't know where I am. This is new. This is 100% new to me. Where the fuck am I? Oh my gosh, I should stress that out. Yeah, I played this game so many times as a kid. I've beaten it like more times than I can count on both of my hands. Because I'm pretty sure I've beaten this more than 10 times.
How long is this level supposed to be?
if I remember correctly, I beat it in like 5 minutes as a kid.
Oh.
I don't remember the challenges though.
Fucking what?
Also, I like this reference to the Tails doll, the Sonic doll, and the Knuckles doll. Specifically the Tails doll. I don't like myself. I'm very self-deprecating. But yeah, the reason why I'm taking so long is because I am rusty. I used to incorporate a lot of skips with the spin dash, but unfortunately, it's been so long that I lost my touch. Oh my gosh, 6 minutes and 50 seconds? That's about as long as a short Sonic Unleashed stage. Sonic Unleashed is the game with the Werehog, and the Werehog stages can take up to 10 minutes, sometimes 15. The longest stage in the game, Eggman Land, has taken a whole hour for some people to finish. It is that bad. Also, these camera angles are so different. Also, do they have the low poly Eggman? Oh yeah, they have the low poly Eggman. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. I just love his, like, pixelated mouth.
Eggman being Eggman.
Yeah. Hold it right there, Eggy. Good thing he left this convenient rocket. Whee! Alright, who's ready for the hardest boss in the entire game? Because let me tell you, in terms of difficulty, it all goes downhill from here. The Egg Viper is legitimately difficult. So, this is Sonic's final boss. This guy has a huge health bar.
Oh, you're already on the final boss. Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Remember when I mentioned that Sonic's story is the longest out of everyone's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's downhill from here. One of the reasons why I was going to bring up the question of whether or not we should change characters and maybe try out a different story and finish that first, but then I realized, no, screw that. Why would we do that? Anyways, yeah, the Egg Viper has a lot of attacks that you need to memorize, but for the most part, if you've been playing video games, you can figure it out for the most part. Also, I love the little dance that he does when you're getting close to hitting him with that homing attack. Get a load of this. Get used to that too.
Then again, a lot of these stages probably would be a lot faster if you use that homing attack more.
Yeah, or the spin dash.
Yeah, which I know you've been deciding not to use, so that's probably why it's going slower.
Yeah, specifically me. Like, if you can figure out how to do the spin dash jump, it's a very advanced technique. If you learn how to do it, you can, like, break stages. Speed runs for Sonic Adventure is nuts.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Especially non-glitch speedruns. Alright, so he's gonna try to hit us with a laser. I'm fine with that, as long as I can collect some rings. Like, pay attention to the dance that he's doing here. Just waving his arms all over the place, doing like the chicken dance. Alright, so after a certain point, he's actually going to get a little more ballsy. He's going to be breaking some of the structures around here. Oh, also, let's let it rip! It's Beyblade! Sonic has become Beyblade. Alright, there we go. We only have one line of platforms, and he's going to be constantly breaking at least 2 platforms at the end of each. No way! I want to get to the end over here, just so I can register him to go to the other side and break those ones. I want this railing at the end to protect me. Fucking Eggman. We did it! Game over! We won! The timer's still going, though.
Watch out. He's up to something.
Oh, gosh! Oh, that was a close one. Yeah, he does his last desperation attack. That has killed me so many times in the past.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
And then you hear at the bottom of the ravine, I'm okay. As the fire is still going. Apparently Tails isn't the only one who's invincible. You win this round. Alright, who's ready for some 90s music? 90s rock? Oh my gosh, Sonic music. We just have like Tails and Sonic recapping their adventure. It's actually pretty cute. A pretty wholesome ending. I just love the music that's in the background too. Sonic Adventure, 3D Sonic in general, is very much known for its narmy early 2000s cheesy vocal songs. They're very enjoyable to listen to as like, even not as a guilty pleasure. They're just really fun to listen to. But yeah, that's Sonic's story. How long have we been going?
It was 8:48, and I don't know when we started.
2 hours.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
We could have gone shorter than that, actually. But yeah, Sonic's story is the longest, so every other character's story will either be close to this length due to cutscenes, or will be incredibly short and will probably last for an hour. Looking at you, Big. But yeah, oh my gosh, they had a Chow game designer. People who actually made the Chow stuff. But yeah, I really like this game. I stated it before, but this is a game that I played during my childhood. It was one of my first games that I ever played, specifically the GameCube version. I have this weird, faint memory where I remember my sister playing the Dreamcast version, but I'm not sure whether or not that's a fever dream. But yeah, I love this game. One of my favorites. It's a little janky here and there. You know, camera is probably like the worst. But I don't know, man. I just really like Sonic. I really like how you can just go fast in these stages, and, you know, Windy Valley excluding. They're not that difficult to watch. And there's a lot of content in this game. Like, I didn't even show it off, but the Chow Garden has so many more mechanics that I didn't explain. There are challenge missions that you can go through after you complete stages to gain more of those medals. Emblems, actually, emblems. And after you complete the game, there's a completely different mode where you can go around and do special challenges on the overworld, which I believe were DX exclusive. But yeah, the game has a lot.
Oh.
Oh man, Jun Sano, he's... what a legend there with the guitars. Sonic has a great OST. Pretty much every single game has a great OST. How did you feel about the game, Miles?
Not bad.
Nice. If I remember correctly, did I actually buy you this game? Because I'm pretty sure I bought it for you on Steam.
Let me check.
Yeah. I think that was a couple of years ago, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it for you at some point.
Yeah, I have 2 in DX.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll save that for an eventual future playthrough on your channel.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how you'll be able to handle the controls. It's not bad. It's just there are some portions where Sonic can feel a little heavy, or it just feels like he's going on rails. And as you notice, the hit detection on the homing attack is kind of iffy.
Yeah.
But yeah, a game that's very 90s. Very cheesy, and I love it. This game is 1 year younger than me. Ah, Sonic Team. I remember when you made games other than Sonic. And we got this little image at the end. Sonic just chilling. He vibing. A good way to end it. When, where for the...
thing. Now he's gonna go do his own thing.
Yeah.
Sega!
Yay! I'm not used to that. And with that, we've completed Sonic's story. Now, let's see. Yep, 100%. So we have access to Tails, Knuckles, Ames, Revan, and Y. Like I said, all these characters' stories will be shorter, if not slightly shorter than Sonic's. I know Tails basically goes through the same stages. But yeah. Let's see, what time is it right now? 5:53. We could probably go through one more story. I'll try to be quick with it, because I do want to watch Digimon tonight. So, what do you want to do, Miles? What story would you like me to play through next?
Yes, just go to the next one.
And that'll be Tails, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can show out the instructions too. That's what he said.
How to play as Tails.
I like this. It gives you like key instructions on how to play as the characters, just in case you never played this game before. In Big's instructions, it tells you a specific thing that I didn't know about until I turned like 10. And that's the whole reason why I never finished this game until I turned 10. But yeah, Tails can fly.
I figured.
Yep. And Tails' stages are specifically revolved around him racing people. He races against Sonic to the end of the stage. I love that little picture. Sonic is just looking at him as if he's like, a little miffed, but he's also smiling because he's proud of his little bro. That's cute. Their relationship is so wholesome.
Everything's working great. All systems go, full speed ahead.
You look so happy. It should be stated that Tails' voice actor, I believe, was a kid. Same age as Tails, I believe, so 6. So if you hear the really bad voice acting, you can excuse it just for the fact that, it is an actual kid. Because let me tell you, there are some lines that are very iffy.
I don't think that's how planes work. Or aerodynamics in general. Yeah, no.
What about this spin? Spin! Just casually does the Gadam before it crashes. Yeah, so Tails' story starts as soon as we get him in Sonic's story. Hey, buddy. I really don't like the fact that Sonic is wearing his bracelet at the beginning of the story.
You're lucky I saw you come
And the shoes when he's not supposed to have them.
So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
Yeah, it's just that I'm testing a new prototype.
Oh, also, very interesting thing. The story and the dialogue actually changes depending on which character you're playing.
Yeah, because he said, why didn't you use my plane? Then he's like, why don't you go borrow my plane?
Yeah. If you notice from Sonic's reaction to the Chaos Emerald, it's very interesting. In Sonic's perspective, he's just like acting casual. It's like, whoa, a Chaos Emerald, that's tubular. In Tails' perspective, he sounds a lot more like reserved and cooler because that's how Tails sees Sonic. He sees him as the cool older brother. You're gonna notice that a lot, especially with Eggman.
So quick.
Oh yeah, Tails is pretty
little boy.
fast in this game.
Oh my god, he's zipping.
I love the illusion of Tails, like, Tails is Tails. Yeah, Tails is Tails. Growing more tails. Of course, he's not growing tails, it's just an illusion of him going super fast, but it looks so cool! So yeah, he can fly. If you tap the button while you're flying, you could go a little farther, and you lose less momentum. And he gets tired a lot shorter. Fortunately, if we head into the sewer section right here, we can actually find a early game power-up, one that I always get because it's really good. I hope he didn't like Tails' normal shoes. Because now he's gonna have vents on them.
Look, it's your jet anklet. Its jet power makes you fly faster.
They were mine?
On his shoes.
Which doesn't really make sense.
You know his anklets. Be his freaking whatever.
It's on his like heels, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you notice, we're not only going faster while we're flying, but we also last a lot longer. It's a small change. Yeah, exactly. It's good for certain stages, specifically. Also, because we're playing as Tails, we can get an emblem right up here. Nice. So, if I remember correctly... Oh, look at that, we can move the camera while we're inside of the train. Oh! If I remember correctly, the DX version of this game had special games that you can unlock, depending on the amount of emblems you get. I think you can unlock, like...
If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
Oh, here it is. Listen how menacing he sounds. He sounds so angry. As opposed to when Sonic was fighting him and Eggman just sounds silly.
Well, a better perspective.
That usually means trouble coming from you.
Don't even try to interfere this time. Give me that Chaos Emerald or else.
I can commend Eggman's actor for pulling two different performances with the character. One where he's silly and the other where he actually sounds like a threat. Also, I like the fact that in Tails' perspective of the story, he's like the one that's saying all the cool guy lines and Sonic is just on the sidelines. You go, buddy. It's like Tails trying to retell the story to a random third party, making himself sound much cooler than he actually was. Considering the fact that he's like 11 or something, it makes sense for the kid. Alright, so unfortunately we can't skip this boss like we did with Sonic, because we don't have a homing attack. That's one thing that Tails doesn't have, a homing attack. So we're gonna have to do it the legitimate way. We're gonna have to hit him. Oh, also, if you're wondering what Tails' attacks are, he does a tail attack. It's not really all that useful, it's just a simple tail attack like this.
Looks like it'll be an AoE though.
Yeah, it's a small AoE. He's not gonna get away with this! Dude just fucking says that all the time. You're gonna notice a trend in the Sonic games where, for some reason, they just really like Eggman repeating lines over and over again. Get a load of this! He's not gonna get away with this! And my personal favorite, you know what they say, the more the merrier! I did it! Not Sonic, I did it. Me and only me. Sure you did, buddy. Sure you did. Tails is probably one of the most adorable foxes in fiction. I can't think of any other fox in fictional media that's more adorable than Tails. She's such a little goober. Man, Tails, why wasn't Sonic carrying the Chaos Emerald in your perspective? You're supposed to be the perfect one.
Chaos could use a little snack.
Nom nom.
Chaos.
Oh, those squishy sound effects.
That's the monster I saw the other day.
Monster?
I like how Eggman threw the Chaos Emerald, but it went right over Chaos.
Yes, it's really happening. Just as the stone tablet said it would. Hear this, Sonic. Chaos
And Tails.
increases every time I give him a Chaos Emerald. All he needs is 7 emeralds to become invincible. Then he will turn Station Square into rubble, upon which I will build the ultimate city, Robotnik Land.
Not Eggman Land.
You ready, Chaos? Let's go find the next.
The animation for Eggman just makes it look like he's eating a really good hoagie. The animations in Sonic Adventure are, I believe, stock animations.
We can't let that monster get
So everyone has like a list of animations that they just constantly do. Like Tails' little jumping like idle animation that he's doing right now.
Emeralds, right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
Man, Tails, you have a lot of really good ideas. You're so cool, Tails.
I'm imagining the end of this game is just Tails, in Tails' mind, it's just a really buff Tails on top of Chaos and Eggman who were defeated, and Sonic is just like fawning like, "Oh, Tails, you're the most amazing person ever." He would totally have that little daydream. Anyways, I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna see if this works.
All right, Tails.
I'm gonna try to skip the level. So, if we're playing this level seriously, we're supposed to be going through all this stuff. There's some green rings there that we can use to progress faster than Sonic. But I can legitimately just fly once, follow the level, follow it down all the way over here. I'm not even holding the A button. And look at that, we're already at the end, and Sonic is right next to us because he has Rubber Band AI. And that is the lore explanation for Sonic's speed. He is actually that fast. Camera. Look at that, he already made it to us. But yeah, Tails' story is gonna go really, really fast because of this.
Yeah, I figured.
For half of the story, we're pretty much following the same story beats. Tails goes through Windy Valley, we go through Casinopolis, you know, rinse and repeat. Although, unlike Sonic, Tails don't chuckle. But he can also fly to press that button.
Come on, Tails.
Also, I like the explanation for why Tails doesn't go through Casinopolis. It's because he's like 11 years old and he can't like gamble. So instead of going through Casinopolis normally, he's just going through the sewer section. Now, unfortunately for this one, we can't use flight to cheese the level, so we gotta go through it legitimately. Man, I forgot how fast Tails is in this game.
He's fast.
Like, he is, in canon, supposed to keep up with Sonic. I believe he's not as fast as Sonic, but he can at the very least keep up with him.
Yeah, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. The fact that Sonic is like the fastest thing alive.
Yeah.
I think it was like a meta explanation for why Tails was always able to keep up with Sonic in the 2D games.
That wasn't too bad.
Because like in the 2D games, I think Sonic...
It's Friday.
Hmm?
It's Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday.
Yeah, silly.
Sonic, why did you just do a 360 spin there?
What's that? The Chaos Emerald!
Get away from there!
Ah!
Oh gosh, he sprayed us. Eggman. I like Sonic's little animation of just rubbing his eyes. Like, oh god, it's everywhere. Oh wow, the jet anklets have like little jet engines at the bottom of the heel.
Eggman got one of them, but the other one.
I mean, I noticed the one. I noticed the vents at the back, but I didn't notice the engine at the bottom.
Let's get a move on.
I guess if I... Oh yeah, I guess if you fly, you can actually see it. I mean, to be fair, I never look at Tails' feet.
I was just looking at the shoe.
That's fair. What are those? Oh my gosh, it's my favorite NPC side plot. It's the mother who's obsessed with gambling and the child who's constantly worried about his mother. I need to talk to my mom. I think like at the end of the game, she swears off of gambling, and her son is happy. Game? Game? I'm in the train. And despite Tails being able to skip most of the levels thanks to his flight, we have 2 levels in a row where that's not really gonna work, because after this we have Casinopolis. Or not Casinopolis. Casinopolis was the last level. We have Ice Cap.
Yeah.
Which I just realized we were supposed to get the key from Station Square. Right, there was a key right next to the casino that we were supposed to get. Oops.
Is there any other power-ups you can get as Tails, or?
Yeah, he has another power-up that we'll be getting later on in the story. Thankfully, that one is mandatory.
So did you get all the power-ups for Sonic, or?
Yes, I believe he has 3 power-ups in this game.
I was just curious because I didn't know how many there were.
Yeah, every character has a certain amount of power-ups. Everyone has at least more than one. I know that.
As you can see the inside of the train, which is weird.
Yeah, specifically if you press the control stick, you move the camera and turn it into first person. Although you, strangely enough, don't see Tails inside of the train. But yeah, I think Tails has 2 power-ups, Sonic has 3, Knuckles has 2, Amy has 2, Big has like... Huh, he really is head empty. Big has like 5 or 6. And Gamma, I used to think had 1, but actually has 2. It's because one of them is secret. Alright, so for Tails, we just immediately skip all the stuff in the beginning of Ice Cap and just, you know, deal with the snowboarding. So no flying, sadly. Hey, hey, hey! Then you get to constantly hear Sonic berate Tails. Oh, not necessarily berating, it's just like, come on, buddy, you can do it. Like, I really need to stress this enough, but I love the wholesome relationship between Sonic and Tails. They really are, like, wholesome brother energy together. It's, you know, it's a breath of fresh air coming from some of the mainline modern games where Frontiers wasn't bad. Frontiers was actually really good with the Sonic Tails dynamic. It was Sonic Lost World where Tails got jealous of Eggman for some reason that wasn't really justified. And Sonic Forces where Tails was actually more codependent to Sonic than anything else. It's been a long time since the Sonic-Tails relationship was portrayed as wholesome, healthy, and like as if they genuinely cared about each other. Because for the most part, in the early 2010s, Tails was... Actually, no, Sonic Colors. I just remember Sonic Colors was actually a pretty good game with the Sonic Tails dynamic. They were... Well,
I've heard so many things. I've heard things about Colors.
Yeah. Sonic Colors has a really funny script. It helps that Sonic and Tails were the only two like characters besides, you know, Dr. Eggman in that game, so they were able to bounce off of each other a lot. But yeah, Sonic Colors is a very funny game with a sort of non-existent story that's more so just there to excuse the fact that, you know, we have Sonic and Tails on another adventure. Oh yes, one of my first Sonic games because of the PS3. Oh yeah, this game had a port on the PlayStation 3. I owned the GameCube, Xbox 360, and now the Steam version. I believe I bought Sonic Adventure on the Xbox 360 on the same year, on the same day even, that I bought Nice into Dreams, which I think was like almost 10 years ago. Oh gosh, it's been that long. I'm old! I'm old, Miles! Well, yeah, I'm older than you. That's why I'm complaining to you.
Oh yeah, I know you're older. You're not that much older.
Yeah. Isn't it like a 4-year difference?
I think. I mean, I'm 22, so.
Yeah, I'm 27, so it's a 5-year difference. Actually, you know what? 27 this year, so I think 4-year difference because you're going to turn. Wait, no, you already had a birthday. What am I talking
I
about?
literally just turned 22.
Yeah, what the fuck? Anyways, the Knuckles battle is a little harder because you don't have the homing attack. Except, you know, I just remembered that Tails has the spin. Speed!
Yeah, and Tails is him who has to. They're not Sonic. Sonic's nowhere to be found.
I don't know why Tails is blaming himself for the loss of the emeralds in his perspective.
You two are bumbling idiots. You know that.
But I'm the smart one. Oh, you had Sonic 06 for the Xbox? Same. I unironically like Sonic 06. But I know that I'm probably gonna have to play that one of these days for the channel.
Don't you realize when you've been tricked? Tricked? No one makes a fool out of
Oh my gosh, Knuckles' face there was so, like, morphed.
4. Count them. 4 emeralds.
And a partridge in a poor tree. Anyways, I didn't realize that Eggman was a summoner.
Alright.
A summoner and a culinary.
Oh no! It's changing again! We gotta stop this fast!
Move out of the way, Sonic! I got this! Again, the mental image of just like a buff Tails handling all of this while Sonic is just in the background like, oh, Tails, what are we gonna do?
Is there a way to cheese this as Tails? No.
Sadly, no. This is the worst part about these stories. You have to play through this boss again as Tails, and you know what? You gotta play through it as Knuckles again, too. Thankfully, though, this boss actually has 1 point less in its health bar compared to Sonic.
Huh.
Further cementing the fact that Tails is the easy mode. The type of mode that you would give your little brother / sister to play.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think in Sonic Adventure 3, no, Sonic 3, on the Sonic Jam version, Sonic Jam was a, I think, Dreamcast collection of...
How many times have you hit it so far?
Like 3 times.
So it's 4, still the same thing for Sonic.
You sure? Because I always knew that the health bar was slightly lower.
I mean, if you have to hit it 4 times, it's still 4 times. It doesn't matter what the HP bar does.
Yeah. No, I believe like it's 5 times for Sonic. Yeah, Tails has 1 less hit to do, that's the thing. Doesn't make it any less tedious, though.
I know. Dude, he seems to come up more.
Yeah. I think it's because I was closing the distance between us. Oh gosh, Tails, your head! There's probably a legitimate reason for that. Anyways, I'm gonna skip this cutscene because we've already seen it.
Yep.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the egg carrier.
Just having that music, I can't help but seriously think it's.
It pales in comparison to the power of
Yeesh.
chaos.
I've heard the Legend of Dragoon music. I agree. By the way, out of curiosity's sake, have you ever finished the Legend of Dragoon?
No.
Oh, okay. It's one of those RPGs you never finished.
Hey, we can't let him get away.
Yeah.
Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
Yeah.
So, I have a proposition for you, Miles. When you eventually do get to play games on your channel with your new PC,
No problem.
Uh,
We'll take care of everything.
the Legend of Dragoon.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Let's get going.
it'll be like a
Probably
blind
have to remind me.
run. Don't worry, I'll remind you. I still remember Persona 2, The Legend of Dragoon, and there was another game that I told you to play
What's the matter?
when you
What are
eventually
you waiting for?
can play games on your channel. I think it was another RPG.
I mean, there's 9, but
True. Which we did start a playthrough of, but
Sonic, wait here for a second.
I take it you want to wait for that?
I don't know. I was just. We just never got back to doing it, that's all.
Yeah, true. It's like Dokapon, we sort of just dropped it due to disinterest at the time.
Mm.
Well, not necessarily disinterest, just more like we had other things that we wanted to do.
Sonic, hop in.
Well, we started playing 14, that's why.
Yeah, 14 kind of just like took all the attention from other games. Remember when I was doing Final Fantasy X?
Teleports. Bruh.
Casually just T-poses on top of the tornado. Just give Eggman's Eggmobile the super punch-out combo. Oh, if only. I think Tails, like, has a boxing glove moveset in one of the Sonic games. Sonic Battle. Sonic Battle. That was the Sonic fighting game for the Game Boy Advance. In that game, I think Tails had a boxing glove with a spring on it. Sonic had bombs. Knuckles... Actually, I think Knuckles didn't really have anything special. Amy jazzercise, so she used like boxing gloves on her hands, not with the spring. And Rouge had a bunch of weird balloons that had her face as the shape of the balloons.
I find it very strange how close they're flying towards that freaking. Ow, my eyes.
Sorry. Yeah, I was questioning it too during the second portion of the Sky Deck in Sonic Story. Like, Tails, you're smarter than this. Don't go close to the exhaust. Oh, that's bullshit. They shot me across the stage when I was being blocked by a wall. I couldn't even see it.
Imagine having to do a hitless run.
Oh my gosh. This just goes to show you that I really am out of practice, because I used to do no-hit runs on this stage. And I remember it not being much of an issue. Gosh, it really is like that old trope of like, you played these video games when you were a kid, and you were really good at them, and suddenly when you replay them as an adult, you're just really terrible at things that you were just like super good at.
I haven't experienced that yet.
Okay. I'm glad that you haven't. Specifically...
I've experienced the opposite of that, where it's like I've been bad at it as a kid, and then when I do it as like when I'm older, I'm just like, oh wow, this is trivial.
Yeah.
Then again, I have a lot of new skills nowadays, so.
I would say I got better at timing minigames, rhythm minigames, and minute movements. Because I remember this one game, Star Fox Adventure, I used to play as a kid. There was this one section in the middle point of the game where it forced you to do like a rhythm game. And I absolutely sucked at that. I was stuck on that stage for like a good month until I finally was able to get through it. And nowadays, I feel like if I were to go... What was that?
I noticed that your freaking coins they carry over.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like a currency that carries throughout the entire game.
Also, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Just that I feel like if I were to play Star Fox Adventure again, I think I would probably be good at that game. We have a fun little flashback here. So this is, I believe, the first time Sonic and Tails meet. They touch upon this in later games. Tails, I believe, was bullied as a kid for having two tails. And he one day met Sonic and became inspired by him. And so he just followed him around.
Yeah, I remember that part. I think there's one part I knew about already.
Probably like...
he's just unconscious.
Yeah, he ended up in the Mystic Ruins as opposed to Sonic. Tails is 8 years old, so it makes sense. Yeah, him being 8 years old makes sense for the easy mode. Also, what the fuck is that?
That hit. Whenever he blinks, his hair moves.
Yeah, the little bangs. Never noticed that detail. That's cute.
Wonder where he went.
Oh, he looks so sad.
The tornado's not powerful enough. If I'm gonna get that egg carrier,
Oh my gosh, they do.
finish my prototype.
His whiskers also move too.
It needs a Chaos Emerald to work.
Yep.
That's so adorable.
I better find one fast.
I was saying this earlier, but like Tails is one of the cutest foxes in fiction that I've ever seen. He really is adorable. All right, so if I remember correctly, yeah, there it is. There's the silver egg. If we do like a little mini game, we can get that out and take it to the Chow Garden. But you know, not doing the Chow Garden. We could take the rail car right here, and this takes us to the location where Sonic was at the end of his story, deeper into the Mystic Ruins. All right, so let's show this off right here. If you get close to the oh. Never mind, the temple actually does activate. I think if you come here earlier on in the story, this Echidna statue doesn't activate. And if we come over here, Eggman's base is nowhere to be seen. Meteor took out Midgar, so we can't go there anymore, sadly. Anyways, random Chaos Emerald.
Oh no. Oh.
Ribbit. And then Kina comes out of the cave and eats it.
Now it makes way more sense why the frog was in that. Okay.
Yeah, starting to see all the connections here. Anyways, let's add a toilet sound effect right here. There we go. Yeah, the game really does have a lot of loose ends that it connects to as you play through all the stories. Anyways, we were in a forest region, now we're in a random desert. With a lot of ruins that look very similar to the Lost World ruins. There's an explanation for this, sort of, that we'll learn about after this stage. Also, fun fact, the reason why Tails is like snowboarding or sandboarding is apparently because the writers of the game during their trip to South America found out about sandboarding and they thought it was the coolest shit that they wanted to include it in their game. So that's pretty much it.
That actually makes sense and is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Breaks used to use a mechanic they already had, so.
You know, I live in a desert. I could technically sandboard. Not exactly, because there's not really any mountains that are just filled with sand. They're mostly filled with cacti. Yeah, Froggy ate the Chaos Emerald. Which is why we can't really find it on his person. So like Sonic's story, we end up in a different location. That looks eerily familiar. And what's this?
Echidnas. Never gloat in victory. So yeah, there's a lot of echidna NPCs that you can just talk to in this area. Some of them have the same dialogue. I think others have different dialogue. I'm trying to say, I've never been scared of anything my whole life. Is there anything capable of making me feel scared?
You know, I find it kind of funny how this is don't gloat in victory, but isn't Knuckles do exactly that all the time?
Well, unlike Sonic, he don't chuckle, so there's a difference.
Oh. Well, he knuckles. That's what he does.
Yeah, he rather flexes knuckles. There's a couple of standoff NPCs here who gives us dialogue. I think lore to this place. The chief's daughter loved her grandmother so much. The country was a lot smaller back when Grandma was alive, but the chief wants to expand his kingdom. After Grandma's death, he made his move. He did well. He quickly took over the surrounding areas, but his daughter didn't like what he'd done. So we have this Echidna tribe, and this is something that's referenced by Knuckles a lot, and I believe ever since his conception in Sonic 3. Knuckles is the last Echidna. He is the last of his kind.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
I knew.
so this is obviously like in the past. Our tribe was dealt with war for a long time. War has made us rich, but the chief's daughter doesn't agree with us. What can we do? I don't know. What do you have to say, buddy? Our chief is Pachacamac. He's fearless. Fun fact, Pachacamac is the name of an actual Aztec god. Brave, bold with him. We can never lose. We owe everything to Pachacamac. Or Pac-Man, as most people call him. The only reason I know he's a Aztec god is because of Shin Megami Tensei, though. Alright, so this section can last forever, unless you know where to go. If we head over here, we can find the second upgrade for Tails. If Knuckles went and punched me, I'd give him the Dreamland Express and put him out. Or more like we give him the Dream Tails Express. Yeah, Tails does like break dancing. And he infinitely does a tailspin. I love his animation, it's so cool. He really is just breakdancing. And you can literally just move around indefinitely with the tailspin.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's totally not gonna trivialize anything. Yep, what's up?
I could show off one more thing if I remember correctly. I think we can actually... Okay.
Yeah, Spirit, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go say goodnight to my parent.
No worries. Here it is. Yeah, so if you head all the way back here, we get to see the Shrine of the Master Emerald. Now that we know that this is in the past, I mean, obviously. This is the shrine as it looked before it was ruined. We have, and funnily enough, we have all the Chaos Emeralds lined up in the shrine as well. I really like this location. I always liked this particular area when I played it as a kid. It just looks really, really cool. It's really interesting too because if you look at the surrounding mountains as well as this little bridge area, this is the location that you can see in the present if you go to the Angel Island area. Like there's a broken off bridge, and for some reason this small little island that's surrounding the Master Emerald Shrine is just floating. So it begs the question, why is it floating to begin with? He's spinning like a Beyblade. It's Beyblade. It's Beyblade. It's Foxblade. Is there a Beyblade that's based off of a fox? There probably is. And while we wait for Miles... Well, the other Miles, not my Miles. Or, actually, no, my Miles, not that Miles. Gosh, it's so confusing when you have a friend named Miles and you're playing a game with Miles. I can check Discord real quick. Yada, yada. Okay. I want to see. Is there a Fox Beyblade? Oh, apparently there is the Spiral Fox. It's blue. Dabba D. Apparently there's a one called Beat Fox, and it's red, yellowish. I'll take it. Ooh, there's like a concept design with a bunch of foxes surrounding a Beyblade. That's cool. None of this is really all that interesting, though. You know, maybe having Nexus over my VTuber model probably wasn't a good idea. Oh, also, should probably put this up while he is away. Although I do hear him. He's probably coming back.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, I can take the sign off. There we go. I decided to...
Shower, son. I just wanted to say that to my mom.
No worries. I was holding off continuing because we have a cutscene right here. A very interesting cutscene.
Servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
It's the lady from Sonic's flashback.
Hello there, friend. How are you?
I actually recognize her.
Yeah, she's pretty popular.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's something my grandmother taught me. I'm never to forget it. It goes like this. The servers are the 7 chaos.
We get a bit of lore here.
Chaos is power. Power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos.
The controller.
But I'm still not sure what it all means. But the number 7
Here's my lucky number.
is the same as the number of emeralds there are. Emeralds? Forgive me, but I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Tikal. And you are?
Interesting thing about her being named Tikal, that is the name of an Aztec temple in real life. So they really pulled from Aztec mythology.
The whole time he's just showing the frog's just like, what the fuck's going on, bro?
It turns out the frog was just like really high. Also, yeah, random big moment. If you stopped playing Sonic Story and switched to Tails, this would have been like completely random. I mean, even that is completely random.
Weird. Now where was I?
I like how even the characters in-game just don't even know what to say about Big.
This will get my tornado 2 up and raring to go.
Yep, Tikal. I like Tikal. She's a very interesting character. I also like her theme song that played in that cutscene. Alright, so with the Chaos Emerald, which we didn't actually know about in Sonic Story, Tails had a Chaos Emerald. He's going to create a new tornado.
This new plane should
Oh
work
yeah.
a lot better.
Well, this time he has a Chaos Emerald to put in his plane.
So, here it goes. Emerald, do your stuff.
Go, go, Gadget Emerald!
Here I come.
For real. It really is like Go Gadget.
Yeah. There's the tornado that I remember. I love the blue design. It looks so cool. Also, when did Tails find the time to create an in-mountain cavern?
You don't ask these questions.
You're right, it's like Digimon. These things just exist.
He's probably had it this whole time knowing him.
Yeah.
Also, foxes are known for digging holes.
Damn it, why are you right?
Hey, look who it is.
There's Sonic.
Mr. Shenanigans himself.
So if you guys were wondering why Tails had a new plane, there you go. As Sonic just casually defying gravity.
Physics don't apply to him, it's okay.
I mean, considering the fact that he survived a fall from space, you're not wrong. 3 times. 3 times he survived a fall from space. Anyways, this will be the last time I get to do this minigame. Yay! I like this minigame, but it kind of overstays its welcome due to the fact that you have to play it 4 times with Sonic and Tails. Now, will I be able to perfect this, I wonder? I like Open Your Heart from this game. Oh yeah, Open Your Heart is one of the best songs. One of the best vocal songs from Sonic. I know you were on a vocal song spree with Sonic recently, Miles.
Oh yeah.
Did you perchance get to listen to stuff like Open Your Heart and Live and Learn? Or was it mostly just Sonic Frontiers?
I don't know.
You know what, fair.
I don't remember.
I will say that Sonic Frontiers has a really kick-ass soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you haven't noticed yet from the music in this game, it's very much a reference to how the early 2000s Sonic music was with its cheesy voice acting or cheesy vocal lines. Vocal songs. Which needs to be said. There's nothing wrong with being cheesy. There's nothing wrong with being narmy. Sonic is incredibly non-serious to me, and I love it for that. It's just one of those franchises where I can simultaneously take it seriously and not take it seriously if I really want to, depending on the mood that I'm in. It also helps that Sonic has a lot of venues where there are stories that do take themselves seriously and stories that don't. Like, if I want a serious story, I can go to the Sonic Archie comics. If I want to experience
Archie is so much more serious. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man, there goes my perfect ranking.
You got scammed again.
Dang it. I didn't even see where they were coming from. Like, that time
Hello?
legitimately I did. Yeah, but how was I supposed to dodge that? Like, this one I could... Okay, well that was going a little too fast. Yeah, I really should have practiced this before I played it. Although, I don't really care. At the end of the day, I'm just...
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just playing the game because I'm having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
For a reason.
Exactly.
Or at least what there is of story.
True, yeah. Story isn't bad, it's just, you know, sometimes it's very minimal with this game. Especially since we're basically just replaying through most of the stuff we already experienced with Sonic. The biggest problem I have with Tails' story really is just that it's a retread of Sonic. It's Sonic, but you get to skip through most of the stuff. Anyways, yeah, just mash the shoot button when it opens its cannon, and it's an instant one for you.
You totally could have kept shooting.
Yeah. Oh, 64%!
Nice.
Back in the era where the Nintendo 64 was a thing. Anyways, Tails, were you about to say something?
Tails, we gotta land on the egg carrier.
Oops. We got a problem here.
What now?
I forgot to put in the landing gear.
Whoa!
What? That's not a very cool thing to say, Sonic. Live and Learn is a great song, same with Endless Possibilities from Unleash. Oh yeah, Endless Possibilities was a slow burn for me. I initially did...
I love the fact that Sonic looks like he's crouching down to be on Tails' height.
Let's get busy.
And he stays that way.
Sonic, for sure Sonic was always taller than Tails.
Oh yeah, he always was.
Don't get any idea.
That's another cute thing, yeah.
You have no idea what this vessel can do.
And Tails, I'm here too!
How about I give you a little sample?
Gosh, this voice actor, Dean Bristow, really hit the ball out of the park with this voice acting. I love Mike Pollock, who's the, you know, modern voice actor for Eggman, but this one will always be great too.
Did you see that?
Just because of his range.
Now how are we gonna get to the bridge?
I hate it when he doesn't listen to me.
Eggman's laugh is basically our reaction.
Through the sky, then. I doubt if you can make it. Ha ha! I dare you!
I double dare you! I triple dog dare you, motherfucker! You know, as Tails, we could literally just fly over this.
So, this must be the sky deck, huh?
As I just casually stop and melt, and also camera, camera. Oh gosh, camera. Okay, maybe we can't go over there because of the fucking camera. All right, stage 4 out of 5. We are almost done with Tails' story. And because we can fly, we can pretty much skip most of what made Skydeck really bad with Sonic. Literally, we could just come up here. Fly over here. Sonic can do his weird Fat Albert impression.
You made it.
Let's get a ring just in case. And yeah, I think we're legitimately supposed to be flying to skip most of this stuff. Like, look at this. This is amazing. It's so cathartic playing through Tails' missions and just skipping all of what made Sonic so tedious.
Yeah, kind of funny.
Like, yeah, it's the easy mode, but it's also just the fun mode. Fucking look at this. We're already near the end of the stage.
Could you just technically fly over there?
I could, but I'm scared.
Wow, you can fly from a pretty long distance.
True, yeah. I should have tried it. Oh, camera! Camera messed me up there.
Yeah, so you totally could have made that jump.
Yeah, I probably could have. Oh, you want a third Sonic Rush? Well, wasn't that basically just Sonic? Sonic, what do you
Hey,
think, buddy?
Revens has hell divers now.
Sonic is just jumping in the background. Oh, there we go! We get collected enough emblems to unlock the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, so you collect enough...
Sonic is still way behind you.
And he's constantly doing the spin dash for some reason.
Yeah. Is that it?
Sonic, we should check out the bridge.
Also, what was the weird noise you were making? But yeah, third Rush game, isn't that basically just the DS version of Sonic Colors? Because it uses the same gameplay mechanics, the same boost mechanics that Sonic Rush uses, and same 2 screens. Although I know, yeah, we want another Game with Amy. Oh yeah, why is Amy in the egg carrier? Find out. Well, actually, we did find out in Sonic Story.
That's a Chaos Emerald. No way.
No way! Amy just sounds like my interpretation of a Valley Girl accent. Amy is just X-Death for this entire playthrough.
Get rid of these pests. Keep them all lit up. Aye, aye.
All systems, full power!
I'll leave it up to you, Gamma.
There's a Gamma, but what about an Alpha or a Beta? And Tails is like, I'll show you a Beta. Anyways, we could just spam the tail spin. There we go, he's dead. Oh look, we're prolonging the fight because we keep hitting him. It's not registering it as a game over. Tails, stop, he's already dead. Okay, yeah. We can literally do that infinitely. So stupid.
Please stop, Tails.
Move aside, Amy. Get out of the way.
What are you gonna do about it, Tails? Are you gonna
This robot is
hit him
my
with your
friend.
tails?
He helped me. Don't hurt him.
Oh no, I've been hit by the fluff.
I really like the rhythm badge on Tails. It kind of looks...
That helicopter going nuts in the background.
I know, right?
Hurry, Tails.
I'm not used to that helicopter.
Well, what about you?
I'll find Eggman and put a stop to his evil ways.
Okay, bye! Glad to see that that little, model quirk is still in this version, where Amy's skirt just, like, bends upward instead of downward when she's flying.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we just gotta have that panty shot. Also, pay attention to Tails and Amy's model right here.
The explosion graphics, though.
I know. They're
Oh my
basically...
god, that's so old school. Oh my god, I haven't seen that since Power Rangers, bro.
Yeah, they pretty much just like green screen some explosions over the egg carrier. Also, you can totally tell that this game was made for 4x3 screens because Amy and Tails just like popped in like in the middle of the screen there when they were flying away from the egg carrier.
I saw them like come out like slowly.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of quick, but still.
Well, like after they flew out, they just popped it.
Eggman, I wonder what happened to Sonic.
Best line in the game. Eggman, I wonder what happened to Sonic. Again, I can make fun of the kid.
I'm finished. Chaos was defeated, and now my egg carrier is ruined. No matter. I will destroy Station Square anyway.
Anyways, if you thought Eggman was a cheesy, funny villain, I mean, he is. But he can also be serious at times. Especially in the adventure games. Take it right now, where he's about to, like, shoot a giant nuke at Station Square. Which, for some reason, isn't loading. Okay, there it is.
And for some reason, Tails fell on his ass.
Yeah. Why he failed on his ass, I have no idea.
Oh, it hasn't even launched yet.
It's launched.
Ready? Fire!
You were saying?
Then maybe, but...
You know, Eggman, you probably shouldn't shoot the missile into the town that you're currently in. I don't think it's a nuke, I think it's just a basic missile.
At best, he made the engines go up.
Oh, it was a dud. I can't believe this.
There's the line. Yeah, so that was supposed to explode and take out the entirety of Station Square, but it was a dud. Cybernet Incorporated. Huh, I never noticed that building had a name.
I see it.
I see it clearly now. The egg is gone.
You just casually bust a hole in the wall.
The fate of Station Square depends on me. Sonic.
I wonder what happened to him.
I'm just the ugh.
I've started hanging with Sonic. But I can't depend on him forever.
So this game has some pretty good development for Tails.
Okay, Eggman, bring it on.
At this point in time, when the games were created, Tails was always just the sidekick to Sonic. He was always just, you know, the little bro who really couldn't do anything besides being around Sonic. Tails, wait for me. I love that line, by the way. So we're racing Eggman, because Tails is taking the initiative this time. With Sonic not around, he needs to pick up the pace.
Good luck, Eggman.
Yeah, we're literally just gonna skip everything at this point. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be like Windy Valley, but...
Well, still.
Yeah.
Well, these green things, it might as well be.
Alright, I think this is the big skip over here. Can I change the camera, please? No, I can't. Camera says no. Fuck, look at Eggman. He's all the way back there. But yeah, I like the development that Tails has here. It's a shame that they pretty much forego this entire development and he basically reverts back to his child self where he always depends on Sonic. After this game. Well, no, there's a bit more of the development in Sonic Adventure 2. It's everything after that, where he's pretty much just Sonic's sidekick again. Tails and Amy, they had some pretty good development in this game, and then they just, like, completely ignore it. Oh my gosh, the one time where I'm using the rhythm badge and it's actually useful. Oh my gosh. This part of the stage is really cool though. Because you have like different sections that you can just fly through. There's like an upper section that I could have gotten to. Wow, Eggman's rubber band AI just did not work there. Jesus Christ.
You're supposed to rubber band is something that doesn't exist. Man fucking zoomed.
Wasn't too bad.
We non-existence is Eggman ass.
Y'all freaking went so fast that you couldn't even
So you beat me to the
you couldn't even get to the frick.
I will make you all pay for this.
So remember when I said at the beginning of Tails' story that Eggman is very menacing sounding from Tails' perspective? This line sells it right here. The next line that Eggman's gonna say.
You fool. Away, before I make mincemeat out of you.
I'm not scared.
He sounds so terrifying.
I can do this.
To an 8-year-old kid, Eggman is
He's
like,
I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I am going to feed you to the gullet. And then he just says, get a load of this again. Wow, he's not gonna get away with this. Anyways, yeah, welcome to the Egg Walkin'. I'm sorry, Egg Walker. Where I gotta do a Christopher Walken impression.
I can't believe this.
All systems, full power. Power. Oh yeah, get a load of this, get a load of this. Eggman is so charming. Even when he's trying to be menacing. So, yeah, he sends shockwaves when he stomps. I'm not showing it off, but if you're far away from the Egg Walker, which actually I can't show it off right now. If you're far away from the Egg Walker, he throws bombs at you. And I believe he walks towards you. Yeah, he's slowly walking towards us. It's almost like he's the Egg Walker. Remix! And done. No rings. And that's Tails' story. Wasn't that quick?
Yep.
Like I said, 2 sessions. We could probably beat this game in 2 to 3 sessions.
Yeah, probably.
You saved the day! You're the best!
Look at all these anime characters.
I did it all by myself.
Wait, why are they all the way over there?
We're forever grateful.
Wait, why was that voice line there?
Runs around in circles. I'm lost. By the way.
Speed! Oh my gosh! We got a crash! we just got a crash! Oh my gosh!
Wow.
The game actually crashed. Oh my gosh. I think I got a crash thanks to the mod. Where's Sonic Adventure? Oh, okay. Wow, I really hope that it counted the ending. Thank you. Thank you, Big.
Big, I swear.
Oh man. Well, I mean, we saw the ending already in Sonic's perspective. He meets up with Sonic again, tells him his adventure.
Select a file.
It didn't count.
Select your character.
Wait a minute. It didn't count anything. Are you kidding me?
Bro.
Wait. No. That exits the entire game. Okay. Good to know. That didn't count anything. What do you mean it didn't count anything? No. Hold on. I think I might have clicked the wrong thing.
Select a file.
Wait. Chaos
It's
4
probably the one with
Mystic
the, it's probably the one with
Ruins.
the it's probably the one with the
This one, yeah.
Origins.
Okay. I was scared for a second. I clicked the one from 2022. Thank you, Miles.
Select your character.
silly.
90%. What else do we have left? Do we have to do the Egg Walker battle again?
Probably.
Alright, let's see if we need to do it. Oh yeah, every time you leave a story, it actually gives you a recap.
Nice.
So I guess you really can't get lost in this game. Sonic Superstars to water levels.
You're afraid of the water? No, you are the water.
Yeah, because you could transform into a water creature. It's just the ending cutscene!
You saved the day! You're the best!
I'm gonna...
I did it all by myself.
let's play out, see if we get another crash. We get to look at the little spin again. Come on, game. Come on, game. Yeah, we did it! Okay! No crash this time. And we actually get to hear Tails' story. Oh, they did a little high five. Look at how happy he is. So yeah, you finally get to experience Miles, the character you're named after, or the character that's named the same as you. Yes,
Yeah.
similar name. How do you like Miles? Or Tails? Oh, also this song.
Good.
Sonic's song we kind of just brushed over. I really like Tails' song because it's very emotional, or it's very inspirational with the lyrics. Every character has their own theme song in the game, and both the style and the genre and the lyrics are basically like the character's perspective and interpretation. Think of it like an image song from animes, where, well, this was a really old practice, but back in the day with animes, they used to like release albums of theme songs that were sung by the actual voice actors of characters. And the songs would usually be like the voice actor being in character, singing things that are related to themselves. I feel like if these songs were Japanese, they would be sung by the actual Japanese actors of the characters, because that's basically what these are. They're character songs. Tails' song, Believe in Myself, I believe, is basically him talking about how cool Sonic is and how he's inspired by Sonic. And because of that, he's inspired to be better himself, so he can reach the heavens with him. It's very sweet. It's just a really feel-good song, you know? Also, I really hope you like rap, because we're gonna hear some rap during Knuckles' story. More so in Sonic Adventure 2. That's where we get the infamous Knuckles raps. Where every single stage where Knuckles is playable in, we just have a bunch of rap in the background. This is the fighting freak Knuckles, and we're in Pumpkin Hill. Are you ready? But yeah, a really cool thing I like about Sonic Adventure, the fact that each character has their own storyline that is told by their own perspective. Tails sees himself as Sonic's, little sidekick. He sees Sonic as the cool guy, and Eggman as this menacing villain. And it's at the end of the game where he finally overcomes that menacing villain. And after this point, he never really becomes afraid of Eggman ever again.
Yeah, everyone's just like, "Bah, guy."
This guy again.
That is again.
Keith Palmer, nice. Yeah, and Sonic is just, too cool, too chill guy in his story. Everyone is pretty much how they normally are.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to the music at this point. I don't think we can skip the credits anyways, so we're gonna listen to a lot of the character musics in this game. Oh, Scar, you came at the end! Oh, don't take that out of context. You missed Tails' story! You missed your boy! Don't worry, Scar. We'll do a live stream of.
I'm doing so productive.
Well, yeah.
You can always just rewatch it.
Yeah, if you really want to. It was a pretty good story. There he is. Look at me, so happy. So we would play through the rest of the stories, especially since, you know, we could probably dedicate an hour to each story. But I'm gonna call it a day. Let's find another day to do the rest of the characters.
Okay.
So for next time, we have Knuckles, Amy, Big, and Gamma. Now, funnily enough, we can play these in any order, and any of them can make sense. So, do you still want to go through the order of release, as in, like, the lineup? Or do
Probably
you...
be the simplest.
True, yeah. So, next time will probably be Knuckles, and then we'll go with Amy, and then we'll go with... I'm actually going to make a little veto here. We're gonna go with Knuckles next.
Yeah.
Let's actually go with Gamma after Knuckles.
Okay.
And then we play Amy next, because Amy and Gamma's story are actually sequential with each other. And there's a neat twist that I want to get by playing Amy's story as the one after Gamma. And then we could just end it off with Big, because funny.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I honestly was just saying in order of whatever makes the most sense.
Yeah, I was gonna go along with it, and then I realized, oh wait, there's actually a fun thing that we can do here. So yeah, next time we stream Sonic Adventure, we're probably gonna finish it. It's just that quick of a game. Just to show it off real quick.
Yeah, Tails was fast. We got that done in like almost like just an hour.
Yeah, and we could probably
Okay,
be
that
done
one
with.
hour.
Same with Amy's. That one's actually really short as well. We have the Game Gear collection. So depending on how much emblems you collect, you can unlock Game Gear games. These are really old Sonic games that are sort of more antiquated than the Sega Genesis ones. They're cool. I like the fact that they included these. Like I said, Sonic Adventure has a lot of content. But with that said, we'll see you guys next time for some more Sonic Adventure. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream Touhou and Final Fantasy Tactics, so look forward to that. And we're going to go watch Digimon. Bye. Say goodbye, Miles.